Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? I hope you're all in a good mood. I hope you're all in a happy mood. I hope you're all in a positive mood because it's a good day. It's a great day. It's Thursday. And guess what? The Yankees won yesterday. They won last night. A lot to talk about, folks. So much to talk about. But shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on? Make sure you all are hitting that like button. Make sure you all hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everyone you know. Make sure you are all hitting the heart button, those emojis at the bottom. It does really help out with the channel. Appreciate all the support that you have all been giving me. So thank you all so much. It does mean the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's say what's up to the chat real quick. What is going on? Who do we have? We got John the Beagle Dad. What is going on? CT Cards, what is up? What up, bruh? How you doing? Ken, what's going on, Ken? How we doing? Army Chow Mein, what is going on? Nosebleed section, what's up? How's it going? Who else we got? Jonathan, good morning. Army Chow Mein, what's up? How's it going? Who else we got? We got Jared Williams. What's up, Jared? How we doing? Stephen B, how's it going? Who else? I see some other folks in here. I'm just scrolling down the chat because this chat's on fire right now. Rodney Green, my man, what's going on? How you doing, Rodney? But shout out to everybody in the chat. My boy Nithin Ramachandra is in the building. Shout out to Nithin and his team for always doing great work, setting up interviews with us content creators, doing meet and greets with current and former athletes. Shout out to my guy Nithin. Make sure you all support his channel as well. Make sure you all go over there to his channel and subscribe. Him and his team set up an interview with me, or for me, should I say, with MLB agent Andy Moda later today. So I hope you all could join in. I'm excited to interview him. I'm excited to talk to an agent because I really want to know how things work and what things are talked about during like free agency, what baseball agents have to deal with. So the business side is always cool to learn about. We have FJ in the building. What's up, FJ? How's it going? But shout out to everybody in the chat. What is going on? How are we feeling today? How are we feeling? Are we in a good mood? Are we feeling a little bit better with this Yankees win? I mean, I know we all wanted a sweep against the worst team in all of baseball, but they still won 2 out of 3. But folks, congratulations to the captain, Aaron Judge, who hit his 300th career home run. I mean, what more can you say about Aaron Judge? I mean, what more can you say about Aaron Judge? I mean, this is unreal, with Aaron Judge. All right. 300 home runs in 955 games. That's the fastest in Major League Baseball history. It would have been a lot quicker if it wasn't for all the injuries he sustained in the past. All right. 300 home runs in 3,431 at-bats. Again, the fewest in Major League Baseball history. And he's the 7th player in franchise history with 300 home runs. I mean, incredible player. He is like I said, he is unreal. He is unreal. I mean, you think this is a guy from a video game, from a video game, but it's not. This is real. This is real. I see Charles Barkley. I see you popped in. What's up, Charles? Izzy, what's up, Izzy? How you doing? But Aaron Judge is unreal. He's generational. He's a one-of-a-kind player. I see Dev Finch in the building too. What's up, Dev? One-of-a-kind player. I mean, I know there's a lot of folks, a lot of, media that likes to talk about Shohei Ohtani, and I'm not knocking Shohei Ohtani, okay? I'm not knocking Shohei Ohtani at all. Shohei Ohtani is he's a great athlete as well. He's a one-of-a-kind athlete, but Aaron Judge is on a different level. I'm sorry. I might be being biased here, but this is Aaron Judge. And I'll take Aaron Judge over Shohei Ohtani every day of the week. All right. And yo, I got to say what's up to my boy Celso Porto. What's up, Celso? Good to hear from you this morning, man. I hope everything goes well for you today. I'm thinking of you. Everybody, send your positive vibes, your prayers, your positive thoughts to Celso. He's kind of going through some things, but he's gonna bounce back. He'll be back. Shout out to my guy Celso. It's always good to hear from you, man. Always good to see you in the chat too. But you're my guy, Jigga, aka Celso. But hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're doing well. You know. And then I see my boy Gusto in the building, and he's telling all of you to like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, smash those emojis. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the support that you all give me. All right. No, it's there's no game tonight. There's no game tonight. It's a travel day. The Yankees are gonna begin their series tomorrow against the Detroit Tigers. They have a 3-game set there. Bruh, I don't need a profile picture. Thank you. Right now, enjoying the strike zone at the all right, got you. Okay. Well, we're thinking of you, bro. All right. We're thinking of just keep the positive vibes up. We got you, bro. We got you, man. Yeah, wishing you the best there, Celso. But yeah, as I was saying, Aaron Judge, though, he is just a player that's unreal, man. You a guy of his caliber. I mean, there's really nobody else out there. And looking at the last 18 games, he's got a batting average of 484. He's got 8 home runs, 21 RBIs, and OPS of 1543. And you look at his numbers for the season, he's got a 333 batting average with a 1174 OPS, and he's got 43 home runs for the season. And again, folks, I want to know from you, like, what do you all think about these stats that I just read off? And the other thing I'll say about Aaron Judge, I mean, as far as what we're seeing from him on TV, he's a good he seems like a really good guy. He just seems like a really good dude. I mean, it seems like he loves interacting with the fans. He's good with the he's good with the fans, especially the kids. He's always good with people, right? I just remember the big thing I remember about Aaron Judge, as far as when the game is not happening, was when he was playing catch with that fan in the stadium. That I thought was cool when they were warming up. Aaron Judge was playing catch with him, which again I thought was awesome. I love to see it. So Judge is everything you really want in a captain to be able to be a positive face of the league. 100%, man. 100%. I agree. Yeah, Judge is hitting 333. Triple crown is it is possible. I think it's Bobby Witt Jr. is the only one that has a higher batting average than he does, but honestly, he's still nowhere near the caliber of Aaron Judge. What's up, Egyptian Magician? Good morning to you. Yeah, Witt Jr. his batting average was like 347, 348. But yeah, but still, he still doesn't match Aaron Judge at all. Like he's nothing close to Aaron Judge's caliber. And again, I'm not taking anything away from Bobby Witt Jr. He's a great player himself. I take nothing away from him. But again, it's Aaron Judge. Like there's really nothing else to say. He's the captain. I mean, he's He's everything a baseball player should be, you know. Sick of tired. Juan Soto is a generational player once in a lifetime. What the hell is Judge? He is a monster, better defensively, higher average, more RBIs, home runs. Yeah, but he's generational in his, I would say, in his own age group. I mean, he's a once in a lifetime. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that, Ken. But as far as players his age, as far as Juan Soto's age range, I mean, he is generational. There's no athlete at his age that is as good as him at his age. But they're both unique. They're both original. They're both different. I mean, you have like two of the best teams or two of the best players on the same team. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. So that's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. Same thing with Ohtani. They call him a generational player, but they aren't Yankees. Right. Yeah, I'm judging people off their age. What are you going to do about it? Mr. I have a profile picture of JD Davis. Oh, man. Yeah, Judge does strike out way more than Soto, sure. I mean, so when it comes to plate discipline, Soto has better plate discipline, and there's no player in the league that has the plate discipline that Soto has. But the other thing too is with Judge, and as far as the strike zone goes, and no pun intended, when umpires are calling strikes on him, I mean, they're calling strikes like right below his knees. They don't know how to call the strike zone with a guy at his height. I'm just saying. So, it's just he gets called a lot of strikes when there shouldn't be strikes, and he swings at balls that he shouldn't swing at. But that's because the umpires call strikes that shouldn't be called. So he is gonna strike out more. I mean, y'all let me know what you think. But see you later, bro. Peace out. Yeah, the umpires have been so bad, man. Absolutely, there's Stephen B. The umpires have been so bad. But I know we could talk about Aaron Judge all day. But I do want to talk about what's up, Ray. How's it going? Thanks for joining. I want to pull up this other stat. It's both Judge and Soto. So let me do that real quick. Let me share this. But check these stats out here, folks. This is Judge and Soto. I mean, you can't sit there and tell me this isn't the best duo right here in all of I mean, I know these are American League ranks, but you can't tell me this is the best duo in all of baseball. I mean, look at that. I mean, Judge is first in every category in the American League. And then Juan Soto is second or third in every one of these categories. Yeah, but how many walks for Judge are intentional? 99 is based on his eye. Yeah, no doubt. I understand. Yeah, tall players of the past, Winfield, Frank Thomas, etc., were always given the benefit of the doubt and walked a ton for sure. Yeah. Wells is the best catcher of the league. I mean, some people might believe that. I mean, Austin Wells has been on fire. You know, we'll talk about him here momentarily. But these are the ranks for the American League. You know, so I don't know. Like I said, these stats are just unreal. Yeah, I'm an Austin Wells fan. I've always liked Austin Wells, and I'm glad he's getting the playing time that he deserves. He's been killing it at the plate. He's been killing it defensively too. He's gotten better defensively. So um, I I love to see it. In the next few weeks, do you have Cabrera in left and start Peraza at third to give a message that the lack of hustle by Verdugo? What lack of hustle are you talking about there? I think he'll get some playing time, Peraza. But what's the what's the lack of hustle that you're talking about? Because Verdugo is an excellent left fielder. He plays great defense. The Yankees haven't had a left fielder that in quite some time. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Norma? Good morning. I saw these stats on Instagram. And the next slide, it was Kobe and Shaq as one of the best duos in sports. It was pretty cool to see. Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of like a Kobe and Shaq sort of thing, right? Just in a baseball version. Yeah. Cabrera he most definitely sparked the offense. Started truly a summer to remember by 22 and 99. How blessed we are. Yeah. No doubt there, Izzy, for sure. You know, yeah, well, you know what? If it's he still runs it out. It's not like he admires the ball when he hits the ball. You know, he still runs down the first base line. I mean, yeah, he hasn't been hitting well, right? I mean, last night, what was it? He went 1 for 4. You know, I know his batting average, you know, dipped quite a bit, right? But you know, last 15 games he's been better. I mean, I guess last 15 games, you know, his batting average 246. You look at the last 7, it's 259. So, and Nathan has an announcement here. He said that August 24th, they got Clay Holmes coming to the Woodbridge Brewing Company. August 25th, they got Chuck Knobloch coming to the Wood. Oh, wow. So, got Clay Holmes and then Chuck Knobloch. Interesting. So, if y'all are near the New Jersey area or in the New Jersey area, make sure you all go to the Woodbridge Brewing Company and go do a meet and greet there with Clay Holmes one day and then Chuck Knobloch the next. Yo, TC Steels, what's going on, man? Shout out to my guy TC Steels. How are you this morning? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in as you always do. I figured you met him at a card show. That makes a lot of sense there. CT cards. All good. You gotta work today? That Cabrera, yeah, that Cabrera play yesterday was awesome. He tagged up and then he rounded third, scored at home. That was fantastic. I mean, I mean, that was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I truly believe that if Cabrera doesn't score on Verdugo's sac fly, we go down the tubes. By the way, the former Diamondbacks outfielder Dominic Fletcher made some incredible catches. All right. I mean, you're right about the Cabrera part. I didn't see the Dominic Fletcher part. And shout out to Rodney Green for gifting 5 Strike Zone memberships. Very, very generous of you there, my man. Thank you so much there, Rodney. You're the man, bro. You're the man. So if you did receive a membership from Rodney, make sure you all thank him. Make sure you all thank him. That's very generous. Just so everybody knows, the way memberships are given out, it's picked at random. You have to turn on the notification in your settings. And I don't know how to do that, but you have to be the one to be able to accept such gifts. So if that's something you're interested in, it doesn't happen all the time, right? But if any of the subscribers are want to gift a membership, then that's on them. But it picks subscribers at random. It's not like Ronnie picks in this case. Okay. There should be like a dollar sign. I don't know if you're on your laptop or your phone there, Gusto. There should be like a dollar sign, and there's an option for gifting memberships if you were interested in doing something like that. And we got my guy Uncle Tats in the building. What's up, Uncle Tats? What is going on, bro? Make sure you all subscribe. Make sure you all subscribe to the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. They're on the road to 800 subscribers. So let's get their channel going. Let's make that happen. So shout out to Uncle Tats. And I got a text here from Stephen B. An interesting stat from by Austin Wells. So Austin Wells at the cleanup spot, folks. Check this out. Hitting 362, 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 7 walks, 13 RBIs in 15 games. I mean, those are incredible stats. I mean, Austin Wells belongs at the cleanup spot. I like Austin Wells at the 4 spot. And my guy Ken has gifted 5 people with a Strike Zone membership. So for those of you that did receive a membership from Ken and Rodney, make sure you all thank them. Okay. Very generous from both of you gentlemen. Yeah, gifting galore this morning, folks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very kind, very kind. Ken's the man. Ken's the man. Rodney's the man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So there you go. 10 memberships given out, folks. And if you yourself want to be a member, I do have the link in the description if that's something that you're interested in. So Mr. Barros. Good morning to you. How are you, man? Nah, don't worry about it. You're not late. We're still going. We're still going. I'm 25 minutes in. You're not late. Crushing so hard in Wells. I mean, Wells has been killing it, man. Austin Wells he's been on a roll, and this was the thing that a lot of us fans we wanted him to play more games. We wanted him to get more playing time, and he's been consistent. I mean, right now his batting average is at 257, an OPS of 773, 36 RBIs, 9 home runs. right? He has some great stats, and in the last 15 games with Austin Wells, sorry, he's hitting 323. He's got a batting average of 323. I mean, yeah, Wells is legit. Austin Wells is legit. I mean, yeah, Wells is awesome. Yeah, Austin Wells is on fire, man. I mean, even when Jose Trevino gets back, I mean, you don't split time. You give the majority of the playing time to Austin Wells. You know, the guy he's proven himself this year. He really has. And you know, I think next year you need to see Austin Wells and Carlos Narvaez. I would like to see that duo. It's nothing against Jose Trevino. I like Jose Trevino. I'm a fan of him, but I think his time is up. And again, I have no problems with Jose Trevino, but you gotta have Austin Wells as your starting catcher, man. That guy is unreal. And D-Rod is here with us this morning. He has escaped the closet. What's up, D-Rod? How's it going? Good morning. Hopefully, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope things are going well for you. I know you and I have talked recently, so I hope things are all right, man. And I hope Boone keeps Cabrera in the lineup at third. I mean, when Cabrera plays, man, I mean he plays well. He plays well, you know. And that heads up play from yesterday, that hustle that he showed in that game yesterday, where he scored that run, that was fantastic. I mean, that was like a heads up play, you know. So yeah, I want to see more of Cabrera. I want to see Peraza play. You know, he got called up. Let this guy play. I want him to play. You know, I want to see more playing time from Austin Wells, or not Austin Wells. Oswald Peraza. I want to see him and Cabrera get playing time. I want to see both of them. You know, so hopefully we do see Peraza in the series against the Tigers. Yeah, keep Cabrera at third and Peraza at second. Hey, I would welcome that. I remember, yeah, because I do remember Peraza playing second base in that last game against of the season against Kansas City. He didn't do too bad. He looked pretty good, you know. And you and me both there, Ken. I want to see Peraza in the lineup. And you talk about it all the time. He's a great defender, right? The best defensive player that they have right now in the minors. So yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, you know, the thing with with DJ, right? I won't talk about him too much, but at least he tries, right? He's trying. You know, but Cabrera, but Torres has been better as of late. I mean, I think he's still on his. Well, he went 0 for 4 yesterday, but he had a 10-game hitting streak going. So Torres was actually better as of late. Peraza has no options left. He will be DFA'd. Yeah, shoot, man. So I don't know what they plan. Oh boy. Okay. When do I think Efros will return? Well, it sounds like his command has been looking good. He's looking a lot better. As far as his return, we'll see. I mean, it could be within the next couple of weeks. I know the Yankees pitching, as far as their reinforcements, they're going to start their rehab assignments. I know Ian Hamilton is supposed to be facing live batters this week, so reportedly he should be back by the end of the week. I would imagine Efros will be back soon. Lou Trevino started his rehab assignment yesterday. Clark Schmidt starting his next week. Cody Poteet the week after. I'm not sure about Nick Birdie, but hopefully, these guys are, they're getting some of these guys back. I mean, Schmidt's going to come back at around September, probably that second week of September. So, we'll see what happens. The Yankees do need some arms, though. I mean, that bullpen is a little worn out. I mean, they did DFA Aniel De Los Santos, which needed to happen. Unfortunately, that trade did not really work out. But we got to see some of these arms back. So, but folks, we are just a little over a half hour into the show. So if you all haven't yet, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. Make sure you all are hitting those heart emojis at the bottom. It does really help out with the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your continued support. We're on our way to 900 subscribers, folks. Let's make it happen. Jake Boss, what's going on? Good morning to you. And I got Nathan waiting in the back. So, just give me a thumbs up, man, if you're ready to go. I don't know if he could hear me. Nathan, can you hear me? I see him in the back, but I don't think he hears me. Can you hear me? Here, I sent him a quick text. The interview with the agent is later today there, D-Rod. I'm actually looking forward to that because I'm curious to see how things go. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Let me bring you up here.
I don't know what happened there, but for a second my audio wasn't there. So
yeah, I know. I was like, because I was calling you, I was like, oh, I don't think he hears me. So I was like, let me send him a text real quick. So
what's up, man?
Not a whole lot, man. How are you?
Good. You ready for tonight?
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Because like I was telling these guys just now, I'm curious. I've always been curious to know how the conversations go with general managers and what the discussions are with the general managers and the representatives and the players. Like what's all being discussed. Because I'm always interested to know like what those conversations look like. I would love to be like a fly in the room to hear those types of conversations.
Yeah. What's up, everyone in the chat? NFE, please, everyone go subscribe to NFE, like and subscribe. And we're trying to get him to 900 subscribers. And come on, NFE, come on, everybody, please subscribe.
Nah, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah. And make sure you all subscribe to Nathan's channel. Yeah. And
we got big things coming up soon. So
yeah. Well, I mean, folks, I know most of you do know Nathan. For those of you that don't know, I mean, I always say like him and his team, they work extremely hard. They're always on the phones. They're always working the phones. They're setting up meet and greets with former and current athletes. And they do help us content creators out with player interviews and whoever it may be, players, former or current. Nathan and his team, they do make it happen. I know they're working on some other folks for my channel at least, but I know it's a little bit of a busy schedule. I know for a lot of these guys, especially now. I mean, we're kind of getting into the nitty gritty of the baseball season. I mean, we're in August, so there's about 40 games left in the season. So, not that many games left when you think about it. So, yeah. But, hey, if we need to take those interviews into the off season, by all means.
Yeah. We're also we're trying to get guests on our show too, but
sure.
So we've been helping other content creators also. And It's all about schedule, and when they're free. So that's the main thing when it comes to scheduling people. So, yeah, what's up, Dev? Yeah. So, yeah, I want to bring up the De Los Santos thing. I,
Hmm.
I mean, obviously it didn't work out, but it's good they DFA them because they don't have to drop another player. They can just add the player whenever they come back. Like for example, Nick Birdie or another pitcher, they can just add them to the roster
Yeah.
without, I think, sending down someone else because they released a pitcher. I mean, obviously released him, so they can just add another pitcher. I think without sending down someone else. I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they I mean, I don't know whoever comes back first. I don't know who that's going to be. Um, Hey, what's up, Razil? I see you in the chat. How you been, bro? Thanks for joining in. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who comes back. I know it sounds like Scott Efros. I know you kind of
Mhm.
keep up with the minor leagues down there.
I
I
think so.
heard he's looking a
He's
little better, finding
yeah,
his command.
he's looking a little better, but not close yet.
Not close. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, they dropped De Los Santos. That's when they brought
The
up
Will
Will
Warren,
Warren.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
But speaking of pitching, yeah, Will Warren.
Hmm.
I mean, I know a lot of there. I know I'm sure there was a lot of fans that didn't really have high hopes on him, and I know some fans could be saying that, oh well, he pitched well because it was against the White Sox. But I mean, that game could have gone either way,
Yeah.
right? I mean, for Will Warren, he could have easily had a bad performance. Um, I listen. I like Will Warren. I know you've seen him quite a few times. I know
Even
I know
we interviewed him on our show.
I
I think
remember.
last year. He's a great kid, and what a bounce back performance he had yesterday after what he did against the Phillies. I think the last start, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he had a really big bounce back start yesterday, and he's good. He's a good pitcher. He just has to work on his command a little bit more.
Yeah,
But if once he gets that down, I think he could be a good pitcher in this league.
absolutely. And talking with Dane Huber,
Hmm.
who focuses a lot on Yankees prospects, and also Rob from Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. I mean, but talking with Dane because I talked heavily about Will Warren because I was really excited about him.
Hmm.
At best, he's probably like a number 3 pitcher. His last outing was against the Angels. It was not a great one. He got smacked around, but he made his major league debut against the Phillies. And he bounced back. He gave up 4 runs, one of them being a three-run shot. But he still was able to bounce back. And
Yeah.
like Ken is saying, Warren is a prospect. He needs time to develop. He's definitely a number 3 or a number 4 starter. He's not like an ace pitcher,
No.
but he's got a sweet sinker though. That sinker that he throws is
Oh yeah.
awesome.
His
And
sinker is really good, and but he needs more command on his other pitches.
yeah,
Once he gets that down, then like I said, he would be fine. And it's just and the Yankees pitching for the future looks amazing. And if Chase Hampton is healthy, that's another one to look out for in the
yeah,
future. But they're set up well for the future when it comes to pitching.
yeah. And I know Chase Hampton is. I know he's hurt,
Yeah,
so I know he's
he's
hurt right
back.
now.
He's back, but he's I think I think he's back now, but he's working slowly. They're working him in slowly, I think. So
Okay, yeah. Well, I know he was put on the 7-day IL. So
okay.
yeah. He was put on the 7-day IL. So I think it's he's gonna be away for some time. Hopefully not too long. For his sake.
Hmm.
But no, Warren. Yesterday his command looked really good. The control looked really good. He. Like I said, he went. What did he do? He went 5 innings yesterday. He went 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs. Didn't have any walks, so he did better than I think what a lot of us expected. It was a good performance by Will Warren. I like his. I do like the way those pitches come out though, because there's so much spin,
Hmm.
and you think that the way those all his pitches look the same, even though they're different pitches. Like that's the crazy thing with his pitches. I mean, he's pretty. I think he's pretty unique. I would, I'm willing to give him a shot. I want to give him a chance.
Yeah.
I think he definitely deserves a chance, but he needs more consistent playing time at the major league level. I'm not going to judge the guy based off of 3 starts. I do expect, if you give him consistent playing time, I mean, expect there to be a lot of like ups and downs with him. So
yeah, I agree.
that's my take on it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That he needs more. They need to give him. They need to whenever they need to keep him in the rotation. They can't keep sending him down and up. So I think he needs to be up with the team, big league team, and pitch on every 5th day when he comes on and do his thing to gain more confidence in this league.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see a lot of time with him in the major league level right now, just because they're kind of loaded with starting pitching, especially when Clark Schmidt gets back.
Yeah, Clark. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so Clark Schmidt's going to get back. Maybe you see him. Maybe you might see him in the starting rotation come next season.
Yeah,
because I don't know that I don't know that this rotation is going to be the same.
No, I think I have a hot take for you here right now.
Sure.
I think they're going to trade Marcus Stroman during the offseason.
Could be. I think they're going to trade Nestor, if you ask me.
Nestor as another option, but don't be surprised if they trade Stroman because of his contract.
Yeah, true.
But Nestor, yeah, I agree. I think Nestor might be the odd man out next season during the off season.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to see. I would love to see. Warren in the rotation, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them were traded, or at least one of them. I mean, if one of them were traded, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. So, but I would love to see. I would love to see Will Warren in this starting rotation. But fans have to also understand that they need that. They're gonna struggle. Every rookie is going to struggle. So, and we've already seen that from him. But yeah, he just needs to work on his command a little bit more and just get more control on his pitches. Although he looked good yesterday. I mean, his performance yesterday was really good. And yeah, I hope it continues going that way. So for him. But what are your thoughts on the 300th home run, man? Let's hear what you have to say about Judge's.
Let's go. All rise. 300, Mr. 300. Congrats to him, man. Obviously, man, one of the best players in the league right now. And obviously, Ohtani's there. Like you said, Ohtani's up there. But like you said, NFE Judge is on another level right now. And obviously, he can't pitch, but I think he's a better hitter overall than Ohtani, in my opinion. He is. He's doing something special. He's doing something that hasn't been done in a while. So, if he keeps going on this path, man, he is 29 years old now, I think, and then going
Who's this?
Judge.
Judge is 32.
32. Yeah, 32.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but if he is on he's hitting his prime right now, and man, what an unbelievable player and fun to watch, and glad that he's on our side. And yesterday, seeing that 300 and the one thing I love about him that he's always in every game he wants to win, and he doesn't care about the stats, he doesn't care about the milestones. He said the other day that if he gets 300, I hope it ends up in a win, and it did. So it made it extra special. And they did the Gatorade water down for him at the end of the game with Meredith Morakovich, and it was just fun to watch. And congrats to him, his family, his foundation, the All Rise Foundation. Congrats to everybody, and let's keep it going because heck of a player, and like I said, fun to watch, man. Judge is doing something special.
Yeah, Judge is incredible. I mean, his stats are like video game numbers. I mean, those are stats that have never been seen before. And he's up there with a lot of the Yankee greats too of the past. So Judge is a special kind of player. Now it's just, we just need him. I just hope that he can get, a World
Yeah.
Series this year.
Yeah.
He needs some championships under his belt. He would have gotten to that 300 home run thing a lot quicker, a lot sooner. If it wasn't for his injuries. Unfortunately, like early on in his career, the injuries have plagued his career a little bit, and it did concern me early on in his career with all those injuries that he was getting. But it looks like he's much healthier now than in the past. I know he got hurt last year, but that wasn't his fault. It was just because of that freaking wall over there at Dodger Stadium. So, but this year he's been phenomenal. I do. It's funny. I remember a lot of fans were hating on him in the month of April because he was hitting so poorly, and then now he's just like killing it. Like ever since he got thrown out of that one game by the umpire, he came back and just was like, all right, I'm going to go on a tear, and he's been on a tear. He makes it happen, and Judge is the real deal.
He's on pace for 60 home runs again. If he keeps going like this, he's at what, 43 now, and 100.
He's at 43.
Yeah, 43 and 100 something RBIs, and his average over 300. Man, by the way, not only him but Soto. Him and Soto is doing something special, and I hope after this year we'll see that same thing between. They got to pay Soto, but I really hope these two stick together and like I said, they're like the new version of like someone brought up Shaq and Kobe. So they're like the dynamic duo of baseball. And remember when the Twins had Morneau and Joe Mauer, and M&M boys. So it's like that with what the Yankees have right now.
Yeah, it's like John the Beagle Dad says, I want Judge to beat Ohtani and all the rest of the hitters. They are the new M&M boys. There you go. Maris and Mantle. Maris and Mantle.
Yep. Maris and Mantle.
Yeah. And appreciate you, Gusto. He's asking everybody to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Smash those emojis.
By the way, tomorrow's my 29th birthday tomorrow. So Friday, August 16th tomorrow.
All right. Well, happy early birthday. Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday. So Nathan's birthday's tomorrow, folks. Make sure you all wish him a happy birthday. 29. That's nothing. Yeah, 29. I remember 29.
The part.
29's good.
Me and my friends are still living the party days.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are you gonna have a lot of cake? Look, they're dropping some cake comments.
I think tomorrow, if everything goes well, we might be at the Javits Center for Fanatics Fest, and then tomorrow, we might hit up the club after.
Oh, okay. Fanatics Fest, huh?
Yeah.
And Army Chowmain says, enjoy your 20s while you still have them. I don't know, man. I'm in my late 30s. It's not that bad, honestly.
It's not bad.
No, I'm enjoying it. I really am. Damn, Razil, you're freaking young. 20 years old?
Wait, Razil?
You're a young dude for sure, bro.
Yeah, but you can't drink it.
Yeah. And Uncle Tat says he doesn't remember a lot of his 20s.
Oh, wow.
Too much Uncle Tat was probably getting in so much trouble back then. Ray Klickner's 54. Okay.
Oh, Jared's 27. Jared's 27. Okay.
Jared's 27. All right. Carvel Cake. Yo, Egyptian Magician. Carvel Cake is my thing. Rodney, I have a feeling I kind of have a feeling on what you were doing in your 20s. I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, wow.
56 for John the Beagle Dad. Okay. And 43 for Gusto. 52 for Nosebleed. Rodney's 60. 59 for Mr. Barros. Dev Finch is 43.
Oh, wow.
Dang, everybody dropping their age. Yeah, I'll be 38 in 2 months.
Oh, happy early birthday for you too.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's not till October, so.
Oh, I know.
So, 34 for Stephen B.
My mom's birthday is in October also, actually. My mom
there you go.
My mom is October 10th.
Oh, mine is the 27th. And
wow.
our guy Eddie Snaps just
Oh,
turned 40 last Friday. Happy
happy
birthday,
belated
man.
birthday.
Norma is 21. No
21.
doubt, Nora. I see you.
Let's go.
Norma's 21. Uncle Tats is 44. Raziel says I don't look almost 38. I appreciate it. How old do I look, honestly, if you had to take a guess? Oh, you thought I was 29? Dope. All right, I'll take that.
25.
25. I'll take 25, bro. Norma, I thought you were 20, Norma. October 2nd. All right, we're talking birthdays in here. Okay.
I started a trend here.
Yeah, you did start a trend. Hey, Jared, if I'm 70 years old, I hope I look like I look great for 70. Then I look better than most people in their 30s. October 28th. Oh, dang. So your birthday's right after mine there, Uncle Tats.
Back to back.
Back to back.
NFE Impressed Pinstripe Chronicles.
Yeah. D-Rod. Oh my God.
That's funny.
You're a clown, D-Rod. Oh, Norma's 42? Nah, that ain't old at all, though, Norma.
Hey, D-Rod, that joke you always joke around with? The
closet.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta take this call. Continue the conversation. Hold on. I gotta take this call real quick. Go for it.
Okay. All right, let's see. Keep dropping stuff here. Oh God, D-Rod is so funny. Well, thank you guys tomorrow for the birthday wishes. Keep dropping. Yeah, so whoever's in the Woodbridge area, New Jersey area, we got Clay Holmes 24, Chuck Knobloch 25th, and we're still working on more events over there and more events in different locations. So we'll keep you posted on all the locations and venues for all these players. So keep an eye on. We're trying to book big time players on different venues.
Shoot, bro, I just got a phone call. I guess I gotta run. I want to keep the live stream going, but man.
What happened? What happened?
Something? Well, I guess my nephew missed his bus.
Oh, so you got to drop him?
Yeah. My brother just gave me a call like, "Hey, can you drop him?" Shoot, I'm just thinking about like dropping the open panel and just letting everybody talk, and I was gonna come back.
Oh, Ken, thanks for asking. My grandmother's doing good. She's also she's in assisted living now near my parents, so she's doing well now. Thank you for asking.
Ken. Yeah, hopefully your family's doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, Raziel, I gotta do the uncle thing. So, nah, I can't let my nephew play hooky.
Thank you, Ronnie. He's gonna smoke it.
He's gonna what?
Look at the comment after Jared. Above where Ray said above Ray, I think. Yeah.
Above Ray? From who? From
Rodney Green.
Oh, okay, I see it. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah. Yo, Tats, you got a minute to come on?
Oh. Thank you.
You got a minute to come on, Tats? You want to run the show for like 10 minutes? I'll be back. I don't want to end the stream, but I got to go. I got to do some uncle things, man.
Yeah, D-Rod, Andy has some pretty good big clients under him, so yeah, you're gonna learn a lot. I'm sure he'll be willing to bring up his clients on here when NFE talks to him.
Yeah.
He's connected with a lot of NBA players. I don't know. So when the Celtics won the championship, he was there with Al Horford and his father at the finals.
All right, cool. Uncle Taz says he'll set up now and come on, and he'll run he could run the channel for a little bit. Awesome.
Let's go.
I gotta go drop this. I gotta drop this dude off. But
that's good. Is it summer camp? He's in summer
No,
camp?
no, dude. So here in Colorado, school starts in August.
Oh, wow. Already?
Yeah, school starts in August, but it ends in May.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little different out here in the state. I know, like when I was growing up in New York, school started in September and ended in June. So I'm sure it's the same thing in New Jersey, but yeah, Jared, they kids out here start school in August, but it ends in May. So. But yeah. Oh, Pennsylvania starts in August there, Nosebleed? I didn't know that. Dang, July 31st? Holy smokes.
Wait, where are you from? Wait, July 31st?
That for Norma's from Florida.
Wait, Florida starts early? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Oh, Norma's from El Paso, Texas. Got you, Norma. Okay. Same in Virginia. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. Ronnie says he doesn't have to worry about kids. That's hilarious. I don't have any kids of my own either, so.
Some school.
Yeah. But okay, Tats is saying 2 minutes. All right, Tats.
If you need to go,
I appreciate you. Yeah, what's up?
Do you want to run it, or while Uncle Tats gets set up, or
yeah, he could bring himself up, dude. So yeah, if you want to run it, man, just talk about Yankees, anything you want to talk about. That's cool. Go for it, man. Go ahead and run it.
All right.
I appreciate it. I'll be right back, folks. Wow, this is a historical moment on the strike zone.
Hey, there was history yesterday and history again today.
Facts, bro. Facts. I'll be back.
Drive safe. All right, let's see. We're waiting for Uncle Tats to come in here. He said 2 minutes. But let's see. What are your thoughts on yesterday's game? What else stood out to you? Oh, there he is. What's up?
What's going on, Ethan? How you been, bro?
Good. How you been?
Happy early birthday, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let me turn the TV off.
There he is. In the building. Please subscribe to Uncle Tats.
It's one of these days, I guess, huh?
Yep, a historic moment right here.
Yes. Yeah, this is the advantage of having the family that we do. Look, you're in a jam, we got you.
Yeah.
No, last night was insane. Last night was insane. I'll say that real quick. Seeing with the 300 home run, the Wells having a bunt and a home run in the same game. Yeah. You don't see that too often from Wells. And this is the result, and I've said this on my channel, I've said this with everybody. This is the advantage of him playing every day.
Yeah.
This is a result of consistent playing time.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that really has me puzzled today really is what are they going to do with Peraza? How do you think they're going to fit in?
Problem with Peraza, like when Chisholm is out now, I guess for 3 to 4. I think they hope they can come back for 3 to 4 weeks. Oh, you're freezing up. Oh, yeah, but
should be
yeah, but So he, I don't know how they're gonna use Peraza, but they hope that Chisholm comes back 3 to 4 weeks. They're hoping no surgery there. But with Peraza, I think obviously his offense he's not a good offensive player, but he's a good defensive player. So maybe you bring him in late situations to to take out DJ LeMahieu, or you take out Gleyber Torres, or you take out whoever to put in the defense to save a game or whatever. So he brings a defense, a mindset. His offense is not there yet, but his defensive skills are amazing. So I guess you have him on the bench, you bring him in late situations, and you split with Cabrera.
I split him with Torres.
Or Torres, yeah. Torres, yeah. Torres.
I don't want my concern. I voiced this yesterday. My concern is the Peraza call up is going to, kind of give Cabrera the shaft.
Yeah.
Cabrera's been, look, he's not an all-star, he's not a superstar,
but
this is a dude that puts every ounce of talent that he has into every game.
Yeah,
and he's just such a lively. You know him personally, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're good friends. We did a few events with him at Woodbridge and other venues. He's a class act.
I would love to have a conversation with him.
Yeah,
really. We'll talk off camera about that.
Yeah.
But I have such high hopes for him because it's almost like Torres.
Yeah,
he was just kind of like that under the radar motivator. For the team, and those are the players that we do need. He does his job. Where do you want me to play? He just wants to contribute.
Yeah,
and he does have a habit. Cabrera has a tendency of coming through when it's needed. I mean, look at how he tied the game yesterday. I mean, you talk about having a very high baseball IQ, reading the moment, but he doesn't extend past his skill.
Yeah,
he doesn't try to over-exaggerate himself. He just plays his game, and that is so important to a championship run.
Right, and that's true. You need obviously with he brings energy, and he brings obviously brings.
I do think they need to have more.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, the energy level he brings. The dude's always smiling.
Yeah. He never, like I said, like when we did the events with him at the venues, he's always standing with the fans and signing autographs. And whenever he signs autographs, he gets back up, talking with the fans, and we're a class act person to work with, and he's awesome.
Yeah, the pregame on yesterday, my buddy and I at work, we were watching on our dinner break, and they were highlighting the Woodbridge events.
Yep.
And Jack Curry and the I forget the owner of the Woodbridge's name. They mimic exactly what you were just saying. The dude never sits down.
No.
He talks to everybody. He's just a very warm presence, very easy to talk to. So I don't want to see the call up put him back on the bench. Because when we were on our run in the beginning of the year, he was the everyday player because we didn't have LeMahieu.
Yep.
So let's get him back into the mix. I think that's really important. And if the Yankees and Cashman are so set on the youth for these guys that they didn't want to move on from, put them to the test. This is, a quote unquote easy stretch of the schedule.
Yeah. So.
Why not have an infield alignment with Cabrera, Volpe, Peraza, and Rice?
Yeah.
And let it roll and see what happens. And Wells behind the plate. Put your money where put your money where your mouth is, and just give these kids the playing time while you wait for other guys to come back.
Yeah. See, the problem with the Cashman, I mean, if they're not going to trade them, then play them and see what they got. And obviously, we're trying to win the World Series this year, so the pressure's on them. But still. If you don't want to trade them, then play them. Like I agree with you, Uncle Taz. They got to play them and see what they got. And that core obviously came out together in the minors. And I would love to see that alignment in the infield and see how it does. So I hope Boone does that one day. If Peraza's up there, you got to play him, right? So I get play him in the infield with Cabrera one day, Cabrera. And then just had that alignment and see how it goes, like you said. Yep. Oh, Sunil wants to know. Open panel. Yeah, so wait till NFE comes, Sunil. Open panel.
But See, I think this comment here from Raziel is also spot on. They stay loyal to the name and not the production.
Mhm.
That's a big problem. Like, I can't understand, and it's not in to kind of kiss the ass of Cabrera, but I mean, I'm always, whenever he's in the game, I know something good is going to happen.
Yeah.
For him to automatically go back to the bench when the LeMahieu got back was just, to me, it was just unjustified.
Yeah.
LeMahieu, he's got to understand his age. He's got to understand he's having issues with his feet. Just let the youth play it out.
Mm.
If I've asked this question a lot, and for anybody that's in the chat that's not familiar with me, I am Uncle Tats.
Yep.
I am one of the hosts of the Pitch Strike Chronicles podcast, so you can check us out. When NFE gets back, I'll put the link to our channel in there, so you can find us easily. But if we were to just go with the youth and full just go back, put your minds back to 2017. If that was to happen again, but we really saw that they really trusted their investment of these prospects, and pushed them through from AA to AAA, now the major leagues, and we just fall short, are we really going to be pissed? I wouldn't be, because at least it'll give you a chance of what you can do.
Yeah,
it gives you an idea of what you need to do in the off season as well. All right, enough's enough. We've tried investing in this player. It's not going to work out on the major league level. That's a position we need to address in the offseason. Like, I think that's the mentality that they should have really gone into.
Yeah, I think if they were going to be, I don't know. I don't know what happened at the trade deadline. I don't know what Cashman was doing at the trade deadline. I'm sure he was working on multiple moves, which maybe he had some moves lined up but couldn't match it. But I knew he was a guy. I knew he was going to be aggressive at the trade deadline, but he couldn't. Some deals maybe didn't work and go through. So you just have to roll what they have, like and obviously for the stretch run and keep players healthy for the playoffs. Like I said, when you hit the playoffs, anything can happen. So you got to make sure everybody's healthy and keep just play the youth and like what Uncle Taz said, the alignment in the infield with all that with Wells, Cabrera, Peraza, Rice, that'll be fun to watch and see.
Yep. And Rodney, to your question, do I think that they can build momentum? I think they have momentum. I really do. Because if you think about the landscape with baseball overall, the parity that's been around the last couple of years, what team right now is just dominating, where they just look unbeatable? I don't see one.
Oh.
Every team, sometimes the most rewarding championships are the ones you really had to struggle for.
Yeah. So, like for example,
this could be that year. I really do think so.
Like for example, when remember the year that Nationals won, they started off slow.
Oh, they were a laughing stock.
Yeah, and then so something changed in that locker room, and then all of a sudden they went up and eventually won the World Series. And Juan Soto was on that team too. So that was a great story to see and have them. Struggling from the beginning and then getting there and then beating the Astros. That was another great thing to see. So,
yeah, and D-Rod, yeah, the youth is playing. I just want to. I don't think that they're being put in a position where they're given enough of a leash where we could really see what they're going to do. Like, stop taking Rice out in the 8th and 9th inning for a defensive replacement.
Yeah,
he was doing fine the first 7-8 innings without, all of a sudden now he's not good enough defensively. But the first 7 innings don't matter. Like, that messes with these kids' psyche. It's like, yeah, all right, they have confidence in me to call me up, but they don't trust me enough to let me keep playing, and that could be devastating.
Yep,
it could have a negative effect. I think that's also why you're seeing the offensive struggle with Rice. you know, they don't do this lefty righty crap in the minor leagues the way they do it up here.
Yeah.
So what if his batting average was under 200 against lefties, batting in the 100 mark or below? Yeah, I can see them not. Look, let's just keep you getting adjusted to first base. We have other guys that can handle lefty pitching. Respect that. That's just part of the business. That's the way the game is played. But for it to be an automatic just move every game, I can't accept that.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100% there. I have to get going soon. We have a meeting with Ron Guidry's agent, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to book him at a venue. So
who else have? So I had asked you before I had a feed jumped off, and I had to start setting up the events with Woodbridge and all the events that you do with all these players. How, if anybody wanted to attend, how would they go about doing so?
Yeah, so like when they promote the flyers, you can just call. They have the numbers on the flyers. If you want tickets, call. You can call the numbers on the flyers. They have 2 numbers on the Woodbridge flyers, so you can call either one of them, get the tickets, or if there's still tickets available, they can go to the venue and get the tickets from there.
So you can purchase them online or at the venue. Availability.
Yep.
Awesome. And
I'm you're in Jersey, right? Yeah, right.
No, I'm in Long Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're trying to book some players in New York area too. So I'll keep you updated.
Hey, definitely let me know. I definitely enjoy. I want to. Actually, I was actually thinking this morning, even before you were even on there.
Yeah.
It's I want to go and see one of the minor league games. I probably want to take a trip to Somerset. Well, if I get a chance, if I ever find a weekend where I can get down there, I'll definitely let you know. We'll meet up. Yeah. We'll hang out. We'll watch some minor league ball, go to dinner or something.
Yeah,
but I definitely want to get together with you at some point for whether one of the Woodbridge events or at a game.
We'll do a live podcast somewhere.
We'd all have a good time. Yeah.
We'll do a live podcast.
And shout out to Izzy.
Yeah.
Thanks for seeing it, gentlemen. Keeping the stream going. You both appreciate. Look, this is what really started me using the phrase on our shows where fans become family, because you guys can see this right here. This really is what it is. We all are very close. So,
but we'll definitely
very tight knit family. But I know you're under the clock, so I know you got to bounce out. But I'll definitely get a hold of you the next day or so. We'll figure out some.
Definitely. Yeah, let me know. And then, thank you, everyone, for the early.
Again, don't forget, drop your happy birthdays for Nathan in the chat.
Tomorrow. But thank you. See you.
Right.
See you, man. Thank you.
All right. Later, bro.
Yeah.
So, if you do want to see some of the events and meet some of the players that Nathan was referring to, just look up Woodbridge Brewing Company in Jersey, and there's also going to be, as he alluded to, some events are going to be in New York. So we'll definitely help you guys get all the information you need on obtaining a seat or a spot. What is Nosebleed saying? I'm within 30 minutes. Also, we'll all hook up. It's the more the merrier. The more the merrier. So when you're looking at the way that the season's starting to unfold, where is everybody's confidence level as we get into the end of August, going into September, and drop your predictions of who you think is going to be the September call-ups? Are we actually going to see Dominguez? What pitcher would you like to see get called up as well as that? I think it expands one pitcher, one position player for September. So who are you guys expecting to see up? The production you're expecting from them, drop that in there, and we'll discuss any players that you do. What's going on, Will? Yeah, you found me. NFE should be back briefly. You had to handle some family stuff. So just family helping family for the moment. But who do you? What about pitching in Seattle? It's good. They have to bring in fences like the Mets did a few years ago. Yeah, Seattle, their pitching staff. D-Rob, we talked about this in the off season before the season even started. They had actually was talked about it at extent on with Rich from Empire State of Baseball. Seattle's pitching is legit. They can just really give everybody a headache. You could actually have a live podcast from Texas. Yeah, no, I do. My wife and I are not big travelers. I'll be honest about that. We go away maybe once every 4 or 5 years. So we are not big on traveling. Just because schedules, family, animals. When you have pets, it's hard to get away for extended periods of time because somebody's got to take care of them. But I still live a very happy life. One moment, let me let the dog out. And but yeah, I agree. Cabrera needs to play full stop. I said that. I've been saying that. I want him to play. I want him to be an everyday third baseman. Put LeMahieu on the bench. Enough is enough with that. Let me even get you. No, it's look. My boys and I went to Camden Yards for the first time this season, and we had a blast. We really did. Yeah, nosebleed understands. It's also traveling can be expensive. Some people can do it, some people can't. I'm not a check to check type of guy, but I need money in the budget to go to the games. Traveling would definitely put a dent into the Yankee Stadium attendance budget. I try to get to as many games as I can for that. LeMahieu was not scoring from that run. I mentioned this a few minutes ago if you weren't already in the chat. His heads up play. It's crazy. To go from second to third, knowing to just wait on second base because worst comes to worst, he's just going to be a scoring position anyway at third. And then being able to get all the way home, realizing the confusion that was going on. Cabrera, that you can't fake that type of IQ. It wasn't on his end. It wasn't a fluke play with the catch. It really was. It was left a lot of people going, all right, did he catch it? Did he not? I know on the radio they were very confused about if it was a catch or not. But very, very much a heads up play by a clutch play by Cabrera. This is every time he's in the game, he does something that gives you hope, and that's not a player you put on the bench. If the outfielders do not collide or fall, he doesn't score. True, that is very true. That was the play of the game. I got a little ways to retire again. I got 14 more years for that, and then I'm done. But yeah, speed doesn't slump. Another great point, Izzy. Mr. Barrows is saying, go to a Yankee game is a $300 to $400 day. I don't think I've ever spent that much at a game. I could say maybe $200 to $300 for me is an average day at the stadium with the ticket because I use the Game Time app. It's an amazing app. And I stopped driving, so I'll take the trains in, and it saves on gas and parking. So I cut costs on that. D-Rod brings up an excellent point. I mentioned this yesterday, D-Rod. The White Sox, they're playing with a little more intensity, because they have a new manager. And we've seen this all. How many times have we asked? What's going on, NFE? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. We said how many times, I'm going to make my point, and then I'll go finish what I was doing. And we'll talk for a couple minutes together.
Yeah.
But how many times have we said, just get rid of Boone, bring in new life, give this team a little kick in the ass? That's what the White Sox did. And they're going to figure it out. I think the White Sox can have a little win streak at some point before the season's over. That would not surprise me at all, because they do have ball players. They just have crappy leadership. Sizemore he has a good baseball mind. How he hasn't been a man, he wasn't a household name either, unless you really remember him as a player. And have really kept up with his career. I bet you 60% of these new baseball kids are going, who? They have no clue who this kid is.
Yeah.
And he's managing with intensity.
Yeah. Listen, look, the White Sox they have the worst record in all of baseball. I mean, they got a few guys on that team that can hit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there is some talent on that team, but it was just poorly run, poorly managed. But I think under the new manager, I think it'll things will get better for him, for the White Sox. But it's gonna take time. So we'll see how things play out for him. You know what I mean? In the future, but yeah, sometimes a managerial change can shake. If you shake things up a little bit, right? I mean, it did happen with the Phillies when they fired Girardi. I don't. But the thing is, with the Yankees situation, though, I mean, let's just say they did fire Aaron Boone, but who would be that replacement? And would it make that big of a difference? Because I just don't know if you fire Boone. If you were to fire Boone, who's that guy? I'm not saying to fire him, but I just don't know who that guy would be. I mean, I don't know that Osmus would necessarily fill in those shoes, because he would kind of be the next guy up, right? So
he'd get the interim title.
Yeah. I don't know if he'd be the man. And somebody asked that question of our thoughts of whether Soto will sign a long-term deal. I think he will.
I think as the success of the team builds up, and if they have I don't want to say they have to win the World Series, because we've seen so many fluky things happen. Nathan and I talked, we referenced, the Nationals from a few years ago, where they were the laughing stock of baseball and came and won the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Look at last year. I made the joke yesterday. You saw it in the chat.
Yeah.
It's if anybody had the the Diamondbacks in the World Series on their bingo card, raise your hand, you win a prize. Because it's so unpredictable. But here's my thing with Soto. If the Yankees have a solid postseason run, and they have a hard, they have they fight hard, they play hard, and just fall a little short, I don't think that's going to deter him from wanting to come back. It is going to be a battle in New York in the offseason now. I think those are the only two teams that could really just start, going at it dollar for dollar for him.
Yeah. But I think the Yankees have a higher chance. I mean, the fact that, he's right now, he's a Yankee right now. So he's already gotten a feel for wearing the pinstripes. He's gotten a feel for playing at Yankee Stadium. And I think he's enjoying every second of it. And the fact that he's, playing alongside Aaron Judge, I think that's even a bigger reason. I'm sure him and Judge are probably having some sort of conversation. I mean, Judge is going to make maybe he'll make his pitch to Soto to stay, but
it'd be foolish not to.
Yeah, but ultimately it's going to be Soto that makes his decision. But of course, Scott Boras is going to be in his ear as well. You got to remember that's his agent. Yeah. So,
well, the agent is a big factor.
It is a huge factor.
But yeah, the Soto has to realize that he doesn't work for the agent works for him. And I think with guys like Boris, I think Boris forgets his place. With Montgomery fired him. He's like, you really, you fooled me into what you gave me fool's gold, and I got peanuts. Coming off the World Series, and you started, and Montgomery did not have a great. He had a great outing the other day. He had a legitimate outing. Quality start, but he hasn't really done anything. He hasn't lived up to the hype. And I liked Montgomery. I still like him. I think he's a great guy.
I do too. Yeah.
He's not, these Boris clients, I think, and baseball overall, was a big discussion in this whole offseason with all of us. The shine is gone on Boris. Everybody's figured him out, and they're not playing his game anymore. So I think after the embarrassment of this past offseason, I do anticipate an aggressive but less aggressive Scott Boras in negotiations.
I think he got humbled this last offseason.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's gonna mess around, and especially with a guy like Soto. I'd like to, I don't think he's gonna mess that one up at all. So real quick, by the way, the Yankees, they optioned Will Warren back to AAA Scranton.
Wow.
That news just came out. So I just wanted to share that real quick. But
I just want to drop the link to our channel in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Go for it, man.
And, I was like, for me to look down, and I get distracted. And everybody that knows me, I'm like the John Sterling of podcasting. I screw up a lot, but I always mean well.
Nah, you're good, man. I appreciate you helping me out, man. You and Nathan, you guys rock for running the show, because I'm like, I want to keep the stream going. Because I was like, dude,
hey, we give the people what they need.
Yeah,
they need to. We like to interact. We like to chat.
Yeah.
So,
but folks, that's the link right there to the Pinstripe Chronicles. Make sure you all subscribe to their channel. Let's get them to 800, folks. Let's get them to 800. That's their next goal, right? Let's go and give them the support like you all give me. I mean, we all try to support each other as best as possible. So, like Uncle Tat says, we're one big family. So, Uncle Tat's over here helping me out, just filling in temporarily for a few minutes. So it happens. One time he hit me up, was like, "Yo, can we switch days?" I said, "You know what? Done. No problem."
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
Like Montel Jordan said, this is how we do it.
Yeah, exactly. Montel Jordan. Yeah.
You weren't expecting that reference on a baseball podcast, right?
Yeah.
You never know what I'm going to come up with.
Hey.
But I appreciate you, Stephen B. You're the real one. But we'll be live tomorrow, and we'll also, after every series, the next show that we have, we always do awards. It's a lot of fun. Whether you're the MVP, clutch, how we rate Boone, the Aaron Hicks Award, which is always a fun one. So definitely, if you have not checked us out and are curious, come hang out tomorrow morning with Rob, Donald, and I, and pretty much what you see is what you're going to get. A little baseball talk, a little humor, a little confusion, all wrapped into one show.
No doubt. Yeah. It's a fun show, guys. I'll tell you what, but I gotta jump on there with you boys on one of your shows. So.
Oh, and also tomorrow's show, we will have for the entirety, because he cleared his whole schedule. If anybody knows Spencer from Twitter, Spencer will also be hanging out with us for the show tomorrow.
Cool.
So he always has an open invite. He does a great job helping Lynn and Sierra with their trivia question of the week on the Sunday show. He's a big part of the family behind the scenes. So he'll be hanging out with us tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing him with us as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's great. It's always great having Spencer on there, and his questions that he asks are always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So shout out to Spencer, and he asked some good ones too. So
Never, it's never been one of those where I'm messaging him afterwards going, you missed it that week. He's always, and everything is always on point. It's very relevant to the time period of the season.
Yeah, no doubt.
He does his homework. He doesn't half-ass it at all. What's going on, TC?
Yeah,
but,
TC.
I got to get back to my landscaping. So,
yo, dude, I appreciate you.
Look,
running it.
I might have a half-cut lawn, but I was able to help.
I appreciate it. Yeah, your neighbors are gonna judge you now. Like, what is this?
Like they don't already.
All right, bro.
All right.
Yo, we gotta. Real quick before you go, we got a group of people. I've been talking with nosebleed section and a few others because the Yankees are coming out here to Colorado in May 2025.
Yeah, I've gotten messages from a few members of the family.
Yeah.
About coming out to Colorado, and it's not out of the question. It's just figuring out the logistics of it. So it's not off the table completely.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, man, and getting all of us together at a game.
Yep, and I know it's gonna piss Sunil off because he's trying to get me to go to Texas. But
he just wants to play pickleball with you.
Yeah, no. Hey. Nope. Nobody cares about pickleball, Boomer.
Oh, man.
Appreciate everybody for letting me entertain you guys for a while. You guys really are rock stars. But hope to see everybody on our show tomorrow, 10 a.m. And if you look, anytime you're in a jam, shoot me a message. And if I'm available, I'll come jump and hold the fort down for you anytime, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this one kind of came out of nowhere. So, but I appreciate you coming through, man. It does mean a lot to me. So, and I appreciate everybody still tuning in while I had to go handle some uncle duties. And Izzy, thanks for the kind words, bro. That does mean a lot. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll talk to you soon there, Uncle Tats. But yeah, folks, let me put the link out to the open panel. All right. That way I can have you all come on. The way I do the open panel, just so everybody knows, anybody could come on, right? If it's your first time, understand, it could be a little nerve-wracking, could be a little nervous being in front of a camera. So, if it's your first time, don't worry, just stay relaxed. I invite people up one at a time. I have everybody give their takes, then I'm going to drop you off. All right. So we're going to rock out a little bit longer. And then we'll wrap it up. Okay. So I'll drop the link to the open panel, and we could discuss, yesterday's game, the Chicago White Sox series, the thoughts on the 300th career home run by Aaron Judge, and just overall how we're feeling about this team, so let's make it happen. There is the link to the open panel. Oh yeah, I do remember that one there, D-Rod, for sure. So yeah, that's what we do, man. We're a family. Like we keep it close. We're keep it get each other's backs. That's what it's about. So I do appreciate all of you. Make sure you all are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe. Share that channel out with anyone I would greatly appreciate it. This channel is on the road to 900, so it'd be fantastic to get to that 900 sooner rather than later. And of course, when I get to that 1,000, I plan on doing a giveaway, and I have somebody waiting in the back. So you ready to go? All right. So I got Ken on the show. What's up, Ken? How's it going?
Not bad. How about yourself? How was your trip?
Oh, it was good. Luckily, they live 5 minutes away. So, I picked him up, and his school is literally same thing. It's 5 minutes away. I drove him there and got back. So, I had to rush. I had to get him to.
Trust me, brother. I'm used to relative emergencies on the last
I'm sure
second.
you are, man. You got grandkids, so I understand.
Yeah, but they live next door, so it's a lot quicker.
Oh, well, yeah, yours is even better. At least mine are like 5 minutes. You know, my brother called me and he was just like, hey, you know, I'm fit. You know, he's like, if I go, he's like, I'm 15 minutes away. I was like, yeah, dude, just go to work. Like, go. You're 15 minutes. I was like, it's not worth it. Let me go do what I need to do. But yeah, wherever you want to start. I mean, what did you think about the series overall? What did you think about Aaron Judge's 300th career home run? Like, give us your thoughts, man.
Well, I will tell you, everyone was talking that we were going to, or we needed to sweep the Sox. Sweeps are very hard, especially when you're not in your own house. So I didn't really think that was going to happen. I didn't think that we were going to get hammered as bad as we did in the first game. But I was pretty happy with the results.
Yeah,
We're going to Detroit, and I anticipate the same thing. 2 out of 3 from them. 3 out of 3 would be nice, but realistically, you know, everybody plays the Yankees hard. It's like even if they're a bad team, this is their World Series for their postseason is playing against the Yankees. They don't slough off.
Yeah, for sure. What did you think of Aaron Judge's 300th career home run? Like, what were you thinking? What was the feeling like?
Well, the situation around his 300th home run, I just knew he was going to hit it when he did it. Just the ridiculous thought of walking Juan Soto to get to Aaron Judge. I was like, this guy is going to make them pay.
Yeah.
And sure as hell, that ball, as soon as that ball left the bat, I said, gone.
Yeah. And it was a 3-run shot at that. You know, that was awesome. And I think it was Eddie Snaps that said that he hit that home run on his anniversary. So I think he made his debut on August 14th of 2016. So his major league debut. So that's pretty remarkable.
Just think how much earlier he would have hit his 300th if he hadn't lost the 23 season with all the injuries, and he's had several other seasons that he's lost a good chunk with injuries.
Yeah, I know that was a problem with the problem with him early on in his career was those injuries. He had a lot of injuries. He was missing a lot of game time. It was unfortunate because I'm like, man, I hope this guy does not end up like a Mike Trout, you know, who, you know, is another great player, but unfortunately,
I mean, his broken toe in LA, that was a freak injury. I mean,
yeah, I'm not going to say nothing about that. That could, I mean, who would have ever thought that he was going to break his toe on a ridiculous, like that was a freak accident. But those other years though, where he was getting hurt, I was just like, I don't know if this guy could keep himself healthy, but you know, after,
well, I mean, if you look at Aaron Judge, the size of the man, it's hard for an athlete that's that big to stay healthy all the time.
I got you. Okay, he missed it. He made his debut on the 13th, so missed it by 1 day. All right, it's all good. And a few folks are asking. Lou is asking if you're an Austin Wells fan yet, and Dev Finch is also asking, how about your boy Wells?
Well, I am a Yankees fan. I support all the players on the team, even DJ or Glaber or some of the folks that a lot of people hate on. My only big complaint about Wells, and it's still a complaint, is his ability to actually throw runners out. I don't think he's very good at it. He's not very accurate for sure.
Got one out yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the sun shines on a dog's butt every once in a while. And who did he throw out? Luis Roberts, who's not really known as a speed demon.
No, but I mean, still, it's just they took a risk, or maybe I don't want to call it a bet, but they thought they were going to run on him because what was the joke that every team is going to run on the Yankees catchers, right? Because they can't throw to save their life.
I mean, honestly, if you look at the Yankees catchers throughout the minor league system, the catcher with the best arm is Narvaez.
Yeah, 100%. He's got an excellent arm.
You know who the third best catcher's arm was? Ben Rice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very displeased with the Yankees about his management and handling.
Of Ben Rice?
Yes.
And it's
He
just
is
not him playing, or just not him playing at the plate?
he is not being given the opportunity. Major league pitchers saw him up front when he started banging home runs, and they made adjustments to him and started pitching him differently. Well, when he started slumping, the Yankees essentially took him out of the lineup. He has been relegated to hitting against non-left-handers. How do you ever expect him to make adjustments and become a complete player if he doesn't ever play? You
Right.
stick him in a pinch
Right.
hitting situation every once in a while, and he may get it, he may not. It's luck. There's not. I mean, when he was getting regular at bats, playing regularly down in AAA, he was one of the best hitters we had.
Yeah,
And he came up and he showed that.
He was raking it.
And you can talk the comparables with Austin Wells. Austin Wells wasn't. He was a horrible hitter actually during the first quarter of the season because he batted once or twice every week.
Right.
How do you expect him to develop his swing and do what he's supposed to do if he never sees the field?
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly the Trevino Wells split was a 50-50 deal. So neither one of them was actually getting the time that they really needed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna bring somebody else up real quick, and I'm gonna say this. The thing with Wells, even when Trevino gets back, I still say he should get the majority of the playing time. You might disagree, but
no, I don't disagree.
Okay.
He's hitting near the top of the league in the 4-hole slot. He's getting it done where he needs to. And I mean, one of our biggest Achilles heels has been freaking offense past Judge. So if you got a guy who's in there hitting consistently behind him,
yeah,
and keeps other teams honest to keep from freaking walking Judge from here to the moon, keep him there.
Absolutely. You're not wrong. And he's been that threat after Judge, but I'm going to bring up real quick. I'm going to bring up Jared up first. All right. I do see nosebleed section and Sunil. I do see you guys, but I'm going to bring up Jared first. And then after I drop Jared off, I'll bring one of you guys up next. But Jared, you ready to go? Cool. What's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going?
Pretty good. What's up, Ken?
Hey, Jared.
So
how you doing?
Give us your thoughts on the series, Aaron Judge's 300th career home run. What are your thoughts on this team?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this: the first game, it doesn't count. It never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Second game, second game was good, but the ninth inning was kind of stressful, but got the win. In game 3, much better. Down a little bit early, but it wasn't over. Then Judging his 300 home run was awesome. Congrats to him. He's a great player. One of my favorite players. Yes, sir.
Yep.
How do you think the Tigers series is going to go for us? What do you expect?
As usual, I expect them to win 2 out of 3, but that Tigers team, they're a lot better than the White Sox. They got a young team, but they'll play the Yankees tough like every team does. Especially those young players they have. With Kerry Carpenter, they just called up Akil Baddoo, and I forgot they had Gio Urshela. He was a former Yankee.
They have Tariq Skubal, who will be pitching against us, and he is phenomenal.
He's a great pitcher.
He's pitching against us this series?
Yeah, I believe he is.
I think so.
Probably a Little League Classic, but who knows?
Yeah. And TC Steels, I do agree the bullpen still needs help. Hopefully with some of these arms that they're going to get back, hopefully they're fresh arms, and these are arms that are going to be that are going to provide the help that the bullpen needs, because the bullpen, it's in a little bit of shambles. But there's been a couple of bright spots. Cousins has actually been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the bullpen there, Jared?
Right now, the bullpen is not looking too good. I'm not trusting it at these situations.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about this team overall? Like after this series win, how good do you feel about this team?
Right now, I feel pretty good. As long as they lose the series to the White Sox or get swept, I'm good.
Yeah,
because they would have lost this series or got swept. That would be so aggravating.
So, Jared, who do you think are the Yankees' biggest competition in the postseason? Who do you think is the biggest obstacle for us to make the World Series?
If in the AL, anybody but the Astros, please, anybody but the Astros. But who's the biggest threat in the postseason for the Yankees? Astros. Maybe the Orioles. Could be wrong.
Well, it's your opinion, so it's not wrong.
Yeah. It is your opinion, so you can have your own opinion here.
Like I can only see the Yankees beating Minnesota or Cleveland, but you never know with Cleveland because they're a different team.
Well, I'll tell you what, they have got some serious bats on that team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But go ahead, Jared.
Okay, they got what's his name from the Nationals? Lane Thomas.
Yes, they did.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
No doubt. But let me real quick, let me get your final thoughts, and I'll drop you down, and I'm going to bring the next person up. Like your final thoughts, just on whatever it may be.
All right. Here are my final thoughts. Fix this bullpen, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, please, because it makes me nervous sometimes. It makes me not trust them. And also try to win the division. I don't want a wild card. And make sure that the Orioles don't pull away either, because I've seen crazy things happen. But anyway, that's all I gotta say.
Okay. All right. Fair enough, man.
Thank you for coming up. Appreciate your
You're
opinions.
welcome.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, man. As always. Appreciate your thoughts and always being in the chat. So
Anytime.
We'll drop you down, man, and just continue in the chat. Just continue dropping your comments as always. All right.
All right.
We'll see you later, man.
All right.
All right. See you, bud.
Peace. See ya.
Peace. Yep. All right. Nosebleed section. You ready to go, man? All right, my friend. Nosebleed. Oh, man.
Hey, everybody.
Man,
How's everybody doing?
legend. What's up, man?
Not much.
Yeah, what? Give us your thoughts, man. What are your thoughts on Judge's 300th career home run? The overall how you felt about the series, and Ken actually asked a great question of who do you think the biggest threat would be in the postseason? I know Jared said Astros, which I have to agree with him, because I feel like the Astros could be that tricky team. And the other thing I was going to mention too, with as far as like the division and the wild card, was I don't know. I feel like at this point with baseball, if you finish at the top of the division, it doesn't guarantee you a World Series. That's at least my thought on it, because we all saw what happened in 2023. But Jason says Houston, Seattle, Cleveland. I mean, I have to agree with Jason. Jason, check your text, dude, if you want to jump on if you have time. But sorry, Nosebleed. Go ahead. All you.
All right. First with Judge last night. As soon as Soto got walked, you knew it was coming. Like you
Yeah.
knew. But Cabrera's tag up of 2 bases, it sparked the offense. It lit the fire under them because all of a sudden they just exploded like for 2 innings,
Mhm.
9 runs.
Yeah, pretty. That was pretty. Yeah, it was silly. We're all thinking the same thing. Yeah, you're gonna intentionally walk Aaron Judge or Juan Soto to get to Aaron Judge. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, Ken was even talking about, yeah, I called it. I knew he was gonna hit a home run, and he sure freaking did. But what are your thoughts on the well, let me ask you this question. What were your thoughts on Will Warren? How do you think he did?
I think he pitched really good. I thought he should have got the win, but they didn't score no runs. So
Yeah. Warren.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
honestly, Warren gave up 1 run and Grisham gave up the other one.
always defense always gives up something.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's so uncanny with the Yankees. Every time we blow a play like that, it comes around to score. It's almost like money in the bank.
Thoughts?
Well, it does bite us all the time. Bullpen that walks people bites us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And leaving a small village on base all the time bites us all the time.
For sure.
Other teams can do clutch hitting all the time and kill us, and we just I don't want. I'm trying to be nice, but I can tell you where this thumb goes.
What is your confidence factor in the bullpen itself?
I think if the starters can give us a little bit more length, I think the bullpen should be fine down the stretch because they won't be overused if the starters can just go 6 innings, 7 innings. But the average starting pitcher in Major League Baseball is 5 1/3. That's the average start from a starter in baseball right now.
I mean, my general rule of foot for starters is they need to get 18 outs. 18 outs doesn't put an over big burden for the remainder of the game on the bullpen. But when we're getting 4, 4.5, or 4 1/3, it's ridiculous. And the Yankee starters have been doing it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, Jason, you ready to come up? I got to invite my guy Jason from 161 because it's only right. What's up, my guy?
Of course, he's got me
What's up?
seasick walking.
What's up, Dylan?
You got Ken seasick from walking.
And I'm a Navy guy, so that takes a
I
lot.
know, which is odd because I'm like, you're a former Navy. So nosebleed. So you think with some of the reinforcements coming back, particularly with the bullpen, because there's some arms that are slowly but surely they're going to make their comeback. You think they'll provide the help that the Yankees need in that bullpen?
I do. I think fresh arms are needed because I think they're all dead because they've all been overused.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Any names that you're looking forward to seeing coming back?
I mean, I would like to see Poteet come back, or maybe Beater, or even Chase Hampton, like just something.
Yeah, Beater. So I'm pretty sure Beater's out for the rest of the season. He has a shoulder injury, unfortunately. Chase Hampton is on the 7-day IL. So, but they have Scott Effross, who I think I saw Jason Short yesterday, and Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, but Scott Effross sounds like could be on his way back soon.
Yeah, his command is coming back. He had an issues with his command in his first couple. His issues coming back. Lou Trevino started his rehab yesterday.
Yep.
Clark Schmidt starts it next week, and Cody Poteet starts it the week after. So those are the names we have right now. And Effross is already kind of in rehab mode, so he can come back and he can come up any day.
Yeah.
What is the story with Brubaker?
Brubaker?
Yeah.
nothing really new to update. He had a minor injury or a setback, so I don't know if he's going to be up this year. To be honest with you, I mean,
They shut him down from baseball activities. That much I do know because he suffered a setback, and last I checked, they shut him down.
So he could be not. I mean, I think some of these moves are going to wait until September when the roster expands to 28. Because once it expands to 28, they no longer need to make a corresponding move. They could just bring somebody up and send him down. Bring somebody up and send him down. They don't have to make any other moves because the roster's automatically added 2 guys. So that's when I would expect to see, like the Nick Birdies of the world, and then the John Birdies of the world, and maybe the Dominguezes of the world, and some of these other guys. Clark Schmidt. I mean, I heard a report this morning that said they're waiting until September for Birdie. So now that they got Oswald Peraza, I mean, you could essentially have Birdie and Peraza up here if you wanted, instead of him or Peraza. So maybe they're waiting for that. I'm not exactly sure, but it sounds like they are.
Whatever moves they make, I think that especially out of the bullpen, those guys have to earn their slot. There's a lot of difficulties deciding on who gets moved out, who's not. I mean, a lot of people up front say Cousins needs to be gone, or Tompkins. Well, those guys have been the best pitchers we've had coming out of the pen, so I don't definitely want to move off of them.
No, they've been saving the Yankees more often than not. So Tonkin, Cousins. I can understand the De Los Santos DFA. I get that. But, you know, with some of these other guys, Cody Poteet, his versatility is probably going to come in handy because he can start or come out of the bullpen. So I think they're going to like that. And I think my biggest question is, what do they do when Schmidt comes back to the rotation? Who goes to the bullpen then? So, because you can add Hill if you want, but I have a feeling the rotation's probably going to be Cole, Rodon, and Hill for the postseason, unless Schmidt makes enough of a dent to change that.
I actually have a hard time seeing Stroman on the postseason roster.
I have a hard time seeing Rizzo and DJ in the postseason roster too.
Additionally.
So I think they're going to go younger. And the fact of the matter is, like, Rizzo, he has a team option. He's probably not going to exercise. So, but who better to mentor these young kids than Rizzo and DJ? And DJ's got 2 more years left. But, I mean, the fact is, like, they want to win in the playoffs, they're going to have to get younger and more athletic. And because look at the teams they're going to be facing. Pesky teams. Cleveland doesn't really strike out. They get on base all the time, right? Houston's getting better by the week. So, in Seattle, they added 2 bats. They added a Rosarina and Justin Turner, and they already have a stout rotation. So,
what's the common factor between those 3 teams?
Common factor?
Yeah.
Houston, Seattle, and Cleveland. Aside from they all have less wins than the Yankees.
Besides that.
Not exactly sure.
They all have speed components to them.
Well, this is true, too.
They take advantage of the extra base hit, and they steal like madmen.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Sure.
So quick.
I think rotation-wise, we're comparable to all three of those teams. Although in the postseason, Houston always scares me because they seem to have our number every time we face them.
They're clutch.
Yeah.
And they have ice in their veins in the playoffs. And, you know, Bregman is getting hot at the right time for them. And you have Verlander coming back, Kyle Tucker coming back. So they're going to be firing on all cylinders when October comes. So, and I think that's one reason why the Yankees traded for Cam Eden a week and a half ago. Because it's another speed component, right? So, and he's young, and his service time clock hasn't even started yet. So, and another speedy guy that they could put in late innings or something like that in September or the postseason. So they'll at the very least probably have him up in September, I think, to see whether it's worth it to put him on the postseason roster or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then real quick, I know Nosebleed section has been patiently waiting. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here. Then I got another person waiting in the back. You know, what are your thoughts on this team right now? I know that, you know, they just beat the White Sox. You know, what are your thoughts with this team going forward? And like Ken asked, you know, who's that threat, do you think, in the postseason? Who are you most worried about if the Yankees play against whichever team you think is the biggest threat.
The biggest threat, I think, is Houston and anybody else in the East.
Yeah, because Boston's kind of that sneaky team. We already know about the Orioles. And then what do you think about this team going forward? Do you think they continue their winning? Like, do you think they continue winning series and continue playing some good baseball? Is there something that you're worried about with this team? What's your biggest worry?
My biggest worry is the old guys. That's my biggest worry.
The old guys? Yeah. Anyone? All of them, or just one in particular?
Well, a few of them, because the Yankees seem to favor the old guys based on past performances, but they're not really playing well right now. I mean, I don't think Rizzo should be back because they say he's a couple weeks away, and that doesn't give him enough time to get back up to speed. So I think he's just mentor the young guys, and I think DJ is getting up there long in the tooth, as they say.
Yeah, DJ, I mean, it's like I always say on the show. I mean, whenever we talk about the older players and the younger players, I mean, with the older players, it's just a sad reality that us fans need to accept. When these guys get older, unfortunately, injuries go up. There's a bigger probability for injuries, and they're just not the same athlete that they used to be. It happens to the worst players. It happens to the best. But it'll be interesting to see what the Yankees do with this roster and what moves they make once they get a lot of these reinforcements back. For me, it's just I'm all about right now. I'm a little more concerned about the bullpen. I'll be honest with you, just because the bullpen, it's in a little bit of shambles. It does worry me a little bit. So I think having those fresh arms coming back would be fantastic. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they should not use all the good guys at the same time. They're going to be worn out like every game. You got to stagger them. If Holmes is available, then you don't use Leiter that day, and you just kind of give them a little break. I know that Boone panics and he just wants to put in his trust guys, but you can't always do that. You're going to burn everybody out.
Well, they especially got burnt out when they had 2 doubleheaders in 1 week. So I mean, I think the bullpen was definitely worn out then. That's why you saw Tim Hill and Eniel De Los Santos pitch as much as they did in that game they lost against Chicago, because those arms were dead. We knew we weren't going to see Clay Holmes. That was a fact. I mean, that guy, he threw almost 50 pitches on Sunday. So you knew for a fact you weren't going to see him. So you might see him tomorrow or sometime in this series against the Tigers. So
yeah, you would have saw him yesterday if they didn't have that explosion of runs in the 7th and 8th.
True. But before I let you go, man, final thoughts?
My final thoughts, I think this team is going to turn the corner, and they're just going to put the league on notice and just kind of.
Is it right in front of us, right here?
Well, the Pacific Ocean is right in front of me too, but it's 3,000 miles away. So.
Yeah. All right, Nosebleed, you're the man. Thanks for jumping on as always, man. You're awesome.
Nosebleed.
Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you. Thank you so much, man. See you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
All right. And Sunil, you ready to go? All right.
What's up, guys?
Dr.
up, man? How's it going?
Pickleball.
Dr. Pickleball. Yeah. Jason, make your trip over here, then we'll talk. I keep telling NFE it's courts for Mats, but he keeps declining.
There's actually going to be a pickleball place that's actually going to open up at I forget the name of the company, but they do pickleball stuff. So
it's probably Pickler. It's either Pickler or one of the bigger ones. Yeah, I've been reading some about it, but there's some big franchise names that are doing it.
What the hell is pickleball?
It's basically badminton, tennis, and table tennis into one on a court that's basically close to about half the size of a tennis court.
That's a sport?
That is a sport. It's basically table tennis on steroids.
Just like spelling bee is a sport, but it shouldn't be. But anyway, Sunil, let's let's get your thoughts, man. I want to get your thoughts on the series against Chicago, Judge's 300 career home run, the bullpen, how you feel about this team overall. So talk.
So basically, Game 3 was just a testament that they weren't going to let Game 1 go the way it did without any sort of payback. They were going to get the offense going. And the way they made that decision to basically walk Soto in front of Judge, that I was saying, basically the same thing any other Yankee fan was saying. Oh, they're going to regret it. And they're basically smoking the special type of Coke, basically making this move. They're on some special crack doing that. And then as far as how I feel about this team, Boone, you got to stop saying it's right here in front of us, because until you prove otherwise, it's not. This team has to get back to some level of consistency. Yeah, we got maybe the second or third best record in all of Major League Baseball right now. That's fantastic.
First.
Well, Cleveland's in front of us by a half a game.
Oh, you said in front of us.
We're the only team with 72 wins.
I just looked at the standings and I see Cleveland is 72 and 49.
Unless that's updated. So we got two teams at 72 wins?
Yes. Cleveland is in front of us by about a half a game in terms of the standings by division winners, and then you got the 3 wild cards below. So yeah, that's where it stands right now. How do I feel about this team, Boone? It's not in front of us right now. You got to be a little bit more consistent to that. Your bullpen has been destroyed this entire week. Yeah, I get Mother Nature basically put an entire piss storm in front of you. That's basically the only thing that was in front of you, if you want to even make references to that. But come on. You have to basically play your game regardless of the circumstances that you cannot control. Weather in October is something you won't be able to control. We have seen the 2009 team play through rainstorms and cold weather and stuff like that. That's the last legit Yankee playoff team that went all the way. We have been 15 years without getting that far. We've gotten there close to that maybe twice against Houston, if you want to talk about 17 and 19. But even in 19, you had the garbage cans, the buzzers, and all that stuff, which is of course water under the bridge. You either want to talk about it or you don't. 22, if you want to even bring that up, that was an aberration because we got swept by Houston, game 4 in our own house. That too. We have to turn that corner. 22 has to be the call out that we have to get past. All the other years prior to that, yeah, they were what they were. Great. But it's time to turn that corner.
Snell.
Go ahead, Ken. Yeah.
What do you think the impact of Jazz Chisholm's injury is going to have with regard to the team?
You don't want to get me started there, trust me. It's Andrew Benintendi 2022 all over again.
Man, nothing but negativity from Sunil this morning.
Yeah, I'm basically the Indian Michael Caputo on stream this morning, if you want to say that.
Yeah, but Jason, real quick, I wanted to let me get your thoughts on all what Sunil's saying. Like, what are your thoughts, man?
I think they need to replace Speedy Jazz with another speedy player.
Yeah, for sure.
Play speed with speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they've got to figure out who's going to set the table at the leadoff spot. I mean, I know Jazz is on the 10-day IL, right?
Yes.
And they're saying they're looking for 3 to 4 weeks, hopefully without surgery. We'll see if that actually happens or not. So hopefully they can stay consistent along the way. And if they keep winning series, the way that they should with an easier schedule in August and September, then they'll be in good shape. They'll be in good shape. But we need more innings from some of our starters.
Yes.
To give a break on the bullpen, like Nestor Cortes was nice enough to do. So, and we need more length from them, and we need Volpe and Verdugo to really step up the bats again.
Yeah.
Kind of add length to that offensive machine.
I'm just gonna say one thing about the speed factor. If you're gonna bring it in, use it.
Mhm.
Place it in the lineup strategically where you don't have these bullshit kind of thought patterns that, well, you don't want to take the bat out of Soto or Judge's hands, so you don't want to risk Volpe getting thrown out at or Verdugo getting thrown out at second base, or whoever your leadoff batter is. You don't want to get them risking thrown out at second base. Stop that.
Which is
Okay.
why the 4 and 5 spot is just as important as the 1 spot.
Yeah.
You got to set Soto and Judge up, and you got to protect them on the back end.
Yeah.
Right? Why I'm so happy to see Austin Wells hitting the way he's hitting at the 4 spot. And then he comfortably puts Stanton at the 5 spot. And now you got that protection for the 2 guys that we didn't have before. I mean, George Steinbrenner said it best. You know, owning the Yankees is like owning the Mona Lisa. Right? They have 2 Mona Lisas here in Soto and Judge.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So let's protect these guys at all costs. Let's surround them with a bulletproof shield if they can.
So, and Austin Wells put on display last night what we have been saying. Joey Gallo, if he couldn't have hit in 22 when he was here, or in 21, whenever it was, when he couldn't hit, people are like, okay, they're shifting on him. Just bunt down the third baseline. Look at what Austin Wells did last night. That was perfect. He had a bunt single down the third baseline when they were deploying a quasi shift on him.
And a big home run.
Oh yeah, well, home run came later on. Yeah,
he's proven what he can do as a regular player, which
Yeah.
is why, I don't see the point. Like Elias Diaz, the catcher from the Rockies, placed on waivers last night. I don't see any point in bringing Elias Diaz here now.
No.
I don't interrupt Austin Wells' flow now. Now that he's been a starter here, look how better he's gotten.
Yeah.
I like Jose Trevino, but I don't want Jose Trevino interrupting Austin Wells' mojo either.
No. I mean, if you can't throw out runners on the base paths, you don't belong there, regardless of the the velocity that the pitcher that day has or doesn't have, or whatever the circumstances. You at least have to own up to your end of the bargain too. There's a battery duo in there for a reason. And both of them have to coheed one with the other. If one falls off, the other can't fall off, as mightily, just as we've seen in the Boston series a month and a half, 2 months, whatever it was ago, that opened up the book for the rest of the American League and Major League Baseball to do against us. Now, when it comes to which team surprised me in the playoffs, yeah, Houston has had our number in the past. I'm not going to deny that. But and you can say what you want about Houston on the rise and they being in the AL West lead and everything, but right now they're the 3 seed in the playoff picture. They have to play the 6 seed, the 4 plays the 5. The way that's working, if the season ended today, it would be Houston hosting Kansas City and Baltimore hosting Minnesota for the wild card play-in games, the best of 3. So far, Houston has gone to Kansas City, and this was granted back in April when Houston was struggling. They got swept by Kansas City. And then they have another crucial 4-game series coming at the end of the month in Houston between the same 2 teams. All Kansas City really needs to do to take that series is take 1 out of 4. If they take 2, I mean that's just icing on the cake if they split. Kansas City is not a slouch of a team, to basically count out here. I could see legitimately an upset of Kansas City over Houston in the wild card play-in game.
Yeah,
So that basically
is
puts
possible.
Kansas City. Yeah, then that basically put Kansas City in the divisional round, and then you got Baltimore, Minnesota. Minnesota, they're that middle of the pack team. Baltimore, I could see Baltimore getting out of there. So that's basically the 3 and the 6 seeds. Sorry, the 4 and the 6 seeds getting out to battle against the 1 and the 2 seeds. The 1 plays the 6. The 4 plays the 2. I would rather right now, if the seedings were as they are today, I would rather the Yankees end up as the 2 seed. They could get Baltimore, beat them in a best of 5, and move on. Now, when it comes to Cleveland, Kansas City, that's a toss-up.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I agree with Rodney here. Don't to not sell the Mariners short because he's saying they will be hunting the Astros in that last week of the season. That's another team, honestly, that I'm worried like that would scare me in the postseason is Seattle because Seattle is no joke. They got a pretty good squad, I think.
I would agree with that too, except Seattle right now is, I think, 2 or 3 games behind the third wild card simultaneously while they're talking about the AL West.
To
Yeah.
your point, too, NFE.
Yeah.
The Mariners brought in 2 Yankee killers, Justin Turner and Randy Rosarena.
Rosarena.
The Astros brought in Yusei Kikuchi, another Yankee killer.
Uh-huh.
If you think they're not thinking of the Yankees in mind, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, they are. And Arizona, or not Arizona, but Arizona is not a team to sleep on. But Seattle is not a team that you want to sleep on. I mean, this team, you never know, especially going in towards the end of the season. It's going to be, I don't want to call it a bloodbath, but there's going to be some games, and it's going to be really tight, and you don't know who's going to finish at the top of the division. And at this point, it doesn't matter who finishes at the top of the division because when the playoffs start, the postseason starts, it's all zero, right? And you have no idea. You have no idea what's going to happen in the postseason because anything is possible. The best team in the team with the best record could get beat and be eliminated. It's always a possibility. So, but that I just wanted to give my take on that. But Sunil, before I drop you down, because I got a couple of more people waiting, and I am going to wrap it up probably here in the next 15 because I do have to get going again. But let me get your final thoughts, though, on the Yankees just this season, the rest of the season, and the series coming up against Detroit.
Detroit right now, I was looking at the projected starters. Every one of them is showing up TBD for Detroit. We've got Cole, Rodon, and Stroman going for us. So basically, it's a matter of the matchups, really, to really determine that series. The Cole and Rodon games, I see us basically taking. Stroman, that's where that's where I'm a little bit wavery at this point. I mean, if it, let's say, hypothetically winds up being Stroman versus Skubal, that's going to be an easy, but close to an easy W for Detroit. I'm going to say close, not a guaranteed. But the Yankee bats, just like they did in games 2 and 3 here in the Chicago series, they got to come out. They got to come out swinging in Detroit because Detroit's another big ballpark where, if you get something properly placed in the alleys, it could be an extra base hit fest, basically. And I'm talking in park extra base hit, doubles, triples.
Who do they have after Skubal?
Don't know.
Flaherty's gone.
Michael Fulmer?
Fulmer, yeah, he's not
He's probably
very
your
good.
next best thing. Maybe.
Yeah, but it's also the placement of who they have against our 3. Basically, it's starting with Cole, then Rodon, then Stroman in that order.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cole has to be Cole.
Exactly. Yeah.
He is not in late season form yet, and we need him to be there.
Yeah. So I would rather. I mean, and then the final thought I want to close out is this is kind of proven to work out as a disadvantage in the playoff perspective recently, but having the first close to a week off because of the best of 3 AL play-in and NL play-in wildcard format, it's got its pros and cons. Sometimes you can have it where rest equals rust, or maybe you could basically use the benefit of resting guys from fatigue and late season stuff and basically getting them refreshed and whatnot. So it could go either way, and we saw it last year. Both teams ended up being wild cards representing in the World Series.
This is where you need.
But if you look at the Diamondbacks, Diamondbacks were basically playing playoff baseball from the 1st of August until the series.
Yeah, so it was basically the same thing that the 2019 Nationals were going through, more or less.
I mean, they're playing constant high leverage games, and didn't have garbage time, so they actually legitimately had to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Sunil. Appreciate
guys.
you coming on, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate your insights as always. So
Yeah. I'll bring some more Caputo-ness next week. Don't worry.
yeah, I don't want that. I don't want.
I know. I'm just messing around. I don't want that either, man. You know.
Yeah, you're
But
good.
Jazz Chisholm is definitely Benintendi 2022 all over again. That you can't disagree with that.
I am going to disagree with that. I mean, just because the injury went down, I mean, at least we have him for another year. So let's just.
It can only happen to us because we're so cursed that way. We have the best intentions to go get it. It can only happen to us.
No. Players are getting hurt all around the league. It's not just a Yankees thing. This is happening all around the league. So it's not like the Yankees are.
But think about our position and where we stand, and it happens at the most inopportune times.
It's happening to the Orioles. It's happening to the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there. So
I know. Yeah.
I'll just leave you. I'm just going to leave it at that, man. But
the most important lesson I'm taking this, Neil, is that the Cowboys stink.
Don't worry.
They do.
No football talk.
Horrible.
Save it for later.
Well, coming
Cowboys.
from a Jets fan, that doesn't really count for much.
Let's go. All right, we're done. No football talk. Take it to Jason's football channel.
1969 and counting. That's all I will say.
Take it to Jason's football channel. No football talk here. Let's go. All right, Sunil. Thanks a lot for coming on, bro. Have a good day. All right.
Yeah.
See you. All right. D-Rod, you ready to go? All right. Looks like he's ready and live from the closet.
Look at that, bro. What's up, guys?
Oh, my God.
This is great. That's wonderful. I had to move stuff around, but look, I got all my hats and my stuff again. So I love this. Is my favorite freaking hat. Where is it? I love this freaking hat.
Oh,
look at that. That's an old man with pinstripes, with a pinstripe diaper and a cigar. That's me.
That's
Ken,
fitting.
Ken, if you put a cigar in Ken's mouth, it kind of looks the same a little bit.
Could be.
I don't know. Although I know. Here's the compliment. Ken does call a great game. I will say that. He is fantastic. I'll tell you, he's the best. He calls a game. It kind of reminds me of Mel Allen a little bit, but this is it, man. It's good. This is the first time I'm wearing clothes in the closet and the hat. I'm never wearing clothes here. So the clothes are behind me, right? Anyhow. And now Jason's got the kids around. Watch the kids. You gotta be careful with the kids.
Yeah, language.
Right.
But yeah, folks, D-Rod's talking to all of you from the closet. There's this infamous closet that he never could escape. Once in a while he does, but
I know I messed up the lock here. So get in. I had to get in. I closed it not to get in anymore. I'm trying to stay out.
Oh my God! All right, man. So now that we got you talking out of the closet, what are your thoughts?
Hold on, everybody's TMI. Are you kidding me? This is you guys started the joke. I'm carrying on what you guys started. So let's be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. So let's.
Boy, Norma says when he escapes, we're all terrified. Oh my God! But bro, I want to get your thoughts on the series with the White Sox and. Judge's 300th career home run, the bullpen, Will Warren's performance, man. So,
I mean,
where's yours?
The worst teams win 50 games, and sometimes, they'll beat a team over 500. They beat, the White Sox earlier this year beat the Braves, before everyone got hurt in the Braves. Before when they had Acuna and they had Strider and everybody, they beat them in, They lost 2 out of 3 at home. The White Sox did, just like they did to the Yankees. So they'll win, from time to time. It sucks. And the one thing I said, even on Monday, I said on your chat, I said the Yankees, for some reason, the first game of a road trip, they always play like crap. They don't travel well. I don't know if we can look at, the schedule from the last couple of years, even since Boone has been the manager. The first game of a freaking thing is always I don't understand why they play like crap. And then the last game is always a punt game because we got to rest and we got to do this. And we watch on Sunday. One of these, I think maybe on if Sunday's the last game for the road trip, I believe it is for Detroit. They'll punt. They'll put on some. If it's a day game after a night game, it'll be a punt lineup, and that's what it is. So I just think Judge 300, fantastic. I mean, how do you, he's under 1,000. He probably would have got it in 900 if he didn't get hurt so much. But there's one thing I want to say, because I know a lot of people have been saying this, and it's like, hey, everyone's saying play the kids, play the kids. The kids have been playing, and I'm going to reference back the Sunday night game in the ESPN game in Boston. I think it was right before or after the All-Star game. Yeah, no shit, Rodney. I'm in the freaking closet, bro. That's why I put I'm heterosexual. Did I not put that? Did my thing mess up? All right, that's why before I had to mention that I was hetero and I'm 51. Remember, and if you remember that, that's why I had this whole thing planned out, bro. This whole thing was planned out.
Oh my God.
I know, it's too funny. So listen, that game, again, right before or right after the All-Star game, the Sunday before after the All-Star game, 5 out of the 6 infield players in Boston were either rookies or second-year players, right? The only player that was was Torres at second base. Rice, Wells, Gill was pitching. Cabrera was third base. Volpe was shortstop, right? Second-year players and rookies. So everyone's playing, So and the Yankees are doing it out of necessity because all the old guys are hurt. But who cares how it's done? They're playing. Let them play. Who cares if Rice is being taken out in the 8th inning for defensive purposes? That happens to everybody. Do we remember Bill Buckner? What happened with Bill Buckner in '86? The entire season, he was always removed for defensive purposes. They let him in so that he can be on the field to celebrate the World Series win that they thought they were going to have. And it's
all between the legs.
Yeah, I mean, come on, right? And they did it for him because he was old. That's why they replaced him. With Rice is the complete opposite. He's just young, right? And nothing beats experience. Tell me what supersedes experience. Nothing. Experience is that's all, there's no number, there's no analytics, there's nothing that beats being on the field as much as you can. So that, and that's why they put DJ in for a while to say, hey, let's see if he plays. Same thing's going to happen with Rizzo, and Rice. When Rizzo comes back, they're going to put him in. That's it. That's all they're going to do. Right. And then they're going to give him a couple of weeks and we'll see what happens. What's going to happen to DJ? I don't know. I guess he'll platoon with Cabrera at third base. Now he's platooning, with Rice at first, but Rice is getting the majority of the playing time because he's left-handed, and there are more right-handed pitchers and people in the world. So he's going to get more than 50% of playing time because of just being left-handed. So I don't know. I just let's look at the facts. These things are happening, but sometimes we complain so much that we don't realize that the thing we're complaining about we've already received. We've gotten it. So let's enjoy the fact that the young kids are playing and look at the outfield, right? And even in that game in Boston, the right fielder's 25 years old. This left fielder was, in that case, the Soto was in left field, right? He's 25. And right field was Verdugo. He's in his mid-20s. Torres was his mid-20s. The only player over 30 in that game, and since then that's been the theme. The only player that's over 30 in that game was the best player in the league, right? At 32, which is Judge in center field. Or he was DHing, and Grisham was in center. So let's take yes for an answer. Let's enjoy the fact that we're getting what we want. But somehow, as Yankee fans, I would never want to date or marry a Yankee fan all the time because it would be, hey, you're never satisfied. That would be terrible. I can see why in New York and New Jersey the divorce rate is so high.
Oh my God. Oh, you're brutal, dude.
I'm telling you, bro. That's it. That's my take. Thank you for listening to my shenanigans. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. And real quick before you go, Stephen B wanted to ask about the closet dash girl.
No, I can't. She's gone now. She's I got another girl so she's out. See? And she just made a comment too, so I got to be careful. So,
oh my God.
We can't. We got to be careful with that. So that's
yeah. No, you're good. I know your girl's in the channel right now. So yeah, right. You do need to behave yourself. But
I know Steven's a troublemaker, man. He's getting me in trouble, bro.
Yeah, he is. But cool, man. Ken, Jason, any thoughts real quick before we let D-Rod go?
Well, D-Rod.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Sorry, go ahead.
I think D-Rod needs to get out of the closet a hell of a lot more. Get some fresh air, maybe eat some good food.
I do. Maybe okay, that's a good idea. But I got food here. I got my dryer here. You can see my dryer. This is my smoker as well. I got my right now my computer's on top of my my washing machine, which doubles as an ice bucket because I put ice in it and put my beers in there, take off my clothes. That's it, bro. This is it. This is heaven. This is a nirvana. I'm telling you, it's the best.
Oh my God.
I can't wait for this is over so I can take off all my clothes. It's killing me.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a little TMI, but okay, cool.
I mean, I'm not taking them off now. I mean, I'm just telling you I'm going to do that. That's all.
Well, I appreciate your thoughts on us calling the game too. Thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you
it's
so
great.
much.
It was really good. I watch it. I can't comment all the time because I'm doing stuff, but I come in but it's good. And the good thing, the reason why I don't comment is because when I hear it, he's telling you it's almost like listening to the radio. It's because in the radio you have to give very detailed commentary and stuff. So play by play, and he does it. It's right on. I mean, other guys do, and they're like, "Yeah, ball one," and I'm like, "Okay, was it a curve? Was it a strike? What was the pitch?" So I appreciate that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, anytime, man. But D-Rod, you're the man, bro. You definitely know your baseball. I know you got a lot of jokes, but you do know baseball. You do know the Yankees. You've been a fan a long time.
Well, can I throw in a quick pop trivia question? This is to know if we are all Yankee fans. In 1977, Reggie Jackson hit how many home runs in a row in that World Series?
In a row?
Yeah. Right. They call him Mr. October. Why did they call him Mr. October?
I was going to say 3 or 4. I want to say 4.
Well, it's 3 in one game and one in an additional game.
Yep. Yeah, he hit one in Game 5, and his last at bat, he hit one against Charlie Huff in L.A. in Game 5, and in Game 6, he hit 3 in a row, or four straight pitches, and he hit 2 of them off of Charlie Huff. The last one in LA, and I think the second one or third one was in New York in Game 6 when he hit the third or fourth one against Charlie Huff second time.
Huff,
yeah,
Sosa.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other two.
Yeah,
or other pitcher.
One more, yeah. So that's it. But then a lot of people always think it's 3. They say, "Oh, he had 3 in Game 6," and that's all they remember. So that's what separates the men from the boys. So that's that. But that's a good one. All right, guys. You take care.
Right, well. Appreciate you. Be safe in that closet.
Yeah, ready.
You burned up in the closet.
Okay. Take care, guys. Be well.
Right, see you later, bro.
Yeah, D-Rob made an important point, too. About the Yankees' kryptonite. Man, when the Yankees were winning all them championships, they couldn't beat the Royals, like, ever. The Royals sucked, and they had the Yankees' number all the time when the Yankees were winning 100-plus games, 112 games. We couldn't beat the Royals. We were like,
but you know what was great?
What's that?
The Nettles Brett fights.
Oh God, yeah, I love those.
Those guys were brutal, especially when he got called on the damn pine tar on the bat. Brett comes screaming out of the freaking dugout. That they actually gave it back to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring up Jonathan real quick. He's been patiently waiting. Ready to go, man? Cool. What's up, buddy?
Not too much. Just I got back from a workout and then I'm joining you.
Yeah. Normally I don't stay on this long, but I
appreciate
those rare moments.
You're having me.
Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking about pieces to who's going to get called up in September.
Okay.
I think there will be a few guys. One, I think Will Warren will stay up, will be called back, and Jason Dominguez, because they only can call up 2 guys. But I have a feeling they're gonna. I don't know how severe the Chisholm injury will be, but if he's gone to the 60-day IL, I could see them calling up Durbin.
Well, he's already on the 10-day IL. They're saying 3 to 4 weeks he'll be back, but I don't know about you, Ken and Jason, but I'm not buying it because elbow injuries are no joke.
I understand. The only way, as you know, the only way you can add someone not on the 40-man is to put someone on the 60-day IL. That's why I've talked to Jason about this, would advocate for them to put Chisholm on the 60-day and call up Durbin.
Well, the other part of this too, Jonathan, is I was saying too. Once the rosters expand in September, they don't need to make corresponding moves to add these 2 new players. So they automatically get put on the 26. I mean, they're on the 40 as well, even if they're not in the 40.
Yes, I'm talking, but as I said, what I'm talking about is who is going to come up along with the extra two guys.
I would imagine they're probably gonna consider an arm too, because they're gonna need an arm
Yes.
at some point. But I do think the reason why I'm like 50-50 on the Jazz Chisholm thing is because it's this non-throwing arm that he got hurt. He hits lefty, so the arm that gets extended is his right arm when he's batting, and his left arm is the one that got hurt. So, and there's no guarantee that it's going to be Tommy John yet. So, but when it's a non-throwing arm, it's not as long of a timeline. But if it's surgical, then it's 4 to 6 months right off the bat. So, I think they're waiting to see whether surgery is going to be required because this is non-throwing arm. So,
I have a feeling you're going to know more by the weekend.
Yeah, I would imagine so. That's why they put him on a 10-day IL. I think he's seeing other specialists, and they'll have much more intel for us at some point during this 10-day IL stint.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Tanaka had a partial UCL tear, and he pitched 5 years for New York and never had surgery.
No Tommy John at all.
No. So Tommy John is not always the answer.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens with Jazz Chisholm. I mean, I hope again when it comes to UCL elbow stuff, man, I'm very like weary. You know what I mean? So whenever they say, oh, it's a sprained elbow, and they're saying 3 to 4 weeks, I'm like, let's just see, because again, elbows are nothing to mess with.
Well, the other question is, because he's an outfielder and not a pitcher, if he does happen to need the surgery, could he still play through it like Tanaka did and get the surgery after the season?
It depends on
the severity of it, I suppose.
And it depends on who could they call up, since he's been playing infield here. So, it depends on who they bring up, whether they can replace his offense. And if they can replace his offense, because he was pretty good here in a short stint, which is why I don't agree with the Andrew Benintendi thing, because Benintendi didn't hit when he was here. So
Benintendi fell apart after he got traded.
Yeah, and Chisholm was great here, and he was a fit right off the bat. So,
yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And Benintendi did not want to come here. That was another there, but I think it depends on who they can replace him with, and if they can replace that production, they'll probably do surgery right away. That way, he's ready for spring training.
Yeah, for sure.
What I'm not wanting to see, I don't want to see Ahmed Rosario brought in.
I don't, he's the only not in-house option, but they have so many in-house options that it's not really necessary, Ahmed Rosario, right? So
Yankees have such a strong minor league system. They should use what they have in-house before getting someone else.
Yeah.
They need to protect these guys from the Rule 5 drafts. You should see what you have so you know who you can protect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, Ray, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. And Erica, hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, Erica. But Jonathan, I wanted to get your thoughts on the series against Chicago, Judge's 300 career home run. How concerned are you with the bullpen? Do you think the reinforcements that are supposed to be back, do you think they'll be able to help the bullpen, and just overall the series coming up against the Tigers, man?
I think Efos will help the most. He has a history of being good. I know he's coming off of Tommy John and other injuries, but I think he will provide the spark to that. That's what's needed, along with the Trevino. But the one guy who the Yankees have missed the most out of everybody in the bullpen has been Loaizaga. Loaizaga, who has been missing all year, I think it would have made a real difference.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's not coming back, so he's completely out of the question, and he's probably not coming back to the Yankees come next season. I think he may have played his last season with the Yankees, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's Loizaga has seen his last days in pinstripes.
Mhm.
Their bullpen's going to look differently next year.
Yeah, it is much different. But
I wouldn't be surprised if Hampton is in the bullpen out of spring training.
Could be.
maybe we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be the bullpen and their rotation. I mean, is going to be interesting what they do there. That it's going to be a complete. I don't want to say a completely different team, but we're going to be seeing a much different team in 2025.
Yep.
So buckle up.
Do you think they move Stroman's contract in the offseason?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, some people were talking about this. They said who was it? I was talking with Uncle Tats and Nathan earlier. Which shout out to those guys. They helped me run the show while I had an emergency. I had to run out, but some folks were saying that they could see Stroman getting traded. I don't know. I see Nestor getting traded before Stroman personally.
Yes. I think Nestor will get traded in the offseason.
Yeah.
I think the time to move Nestor would have been at the deadline this season.
Yes, but the Yankees sat on their feet and didn't move.
I mean, if you looked at the cost of pitching, it was at a premium, and with Cortez's numbers as a 5-starter, he's pretty high up there.
And with the price that the Astros got for the Jays got for Kikuchi, the Yankees probably could have gotten a haul for Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, Cortez is a better pitcher.
Yeah.
But that price will probably be less in the offseason.
Yeah. But what do you think of what was your reaction to Judge's 300th career home run?
I was on my group chat and everybody was blowing up.
Yeah.
I'm sure all of you have some type of group chat when it comes to baseball, and I'm sure it was blowing up on all your phones.
He's special to watch.
Yeah,
he really is. He really is.
Yeah, Judge. Look, if Judge never got hurt that year when he busted his ankle, I think it was what was it last year?
Yeah, he broke his toe.
Yeah, the toe. Without that injury, he probably would have already surpassed. I wouldn't be surprised if he would have close to 50 more home runs.
Yeah, he would have gotten to that 500 much quicker because we were talking. He had injuries prior early on in his career too, where he was missing some games because he was having some issues with his hip. And I was so scared for him at that time because I was like, man, I hope this doesn't end up being like a Mike Trout situation where excellent player but gets hurt too much, because it's so sad to see a player of a special caliber player to get hurt.
If there is any career I would compare Mike Trout to Mickey Mantle in terms of the injuries. The only difference between the two is the Mickey won World Series and Triple Crowns.
No doubt. But
and batted lefty.
no doubt. But real quick, before I drop you down, because I'm gonna shut the show down. Because I've been rocking out for almost 3 hours, which is insane. But I wanted to get your thoughts on the series coming up against the Tigers. How are you feeling overall about this team?
The Tigers, depending on who, I'll be very curious of how Cole pitches on Friday. I think if Cole can give you a good Cole outing, let's say six innings, 1 run, 7 strikeouts, then you can be very optimistic. If Cole gets bounced around early, that might be a problematic situation. So I would look at Cole very carefully and how he can control his pitches, if he can strike out players, and if he can go long into the game.
For sure. All right, man. Awesome. All right. So, Jonathan, as always, thanks for coming on, giving us your insight. I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate you, man. As always, you're always welcome on the open panel, just like everybody else. So
I try to send you a text message, but sometimes you don't answer
well,
about the stream. About
yeah.
the stream.
Well, I'm preoccupied here, so if I
If
can't,
you ever want me to come back during one of your streams, just send me the link for the panel, and I'll come back.
sounds like a plan, man. You got it. All right, thank you, Jonathan.
Later, Jonathan. Later,
Have
brother.
a good day. See you later, man. All right, folks. Well, yeah, I'm gonna shut it down here. I'm gonna shut it down here in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, no, some good conversation, good talk. I always like doing these open panels because at least we get a lot of different insight from different people. So it's always appreciated. We're not gonna always agree. It's just the way it goes. We're not gonna always agree, and that's fine. But I do. Oh, CT cards, I could handle all of you. Don't say NFE can't handle us. I could handle all of you, so don't you dare doubt me. But yeah, not 3 hours. Well, I do the.
Just remember, Jason had the 7-hour trade deadline stream continuous.
Yes, yes, he did. He did have it for
No
7
Big
hours.
Macs, no apple pies, just straight talking.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no apple pies and Big Macs. I was a little shocked about that, Jason.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, I was waiting for that. Like, I had the DoorDash, I had all that stuff ready. Like, if the Yankees made a big move, I would have DoorDashed it. And I said, that wasn't going to go out and to McDonald's and go get it, like, during the thing. I didn't want to miss out on anything important. So,
right.
And, we get to the playoffs, they win a series. Yeah, I'm wolfing down a Big Mac and an apple pie. Oh, yeah. That's happening.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's a special meal, man. That's a special occasion meal. So.
No doubt about it, bro.
Yeah.
Gut bomb eye.
But excuse me. But folks, yeah, I am gonna shut it down here. So thank you all for tuning in. Jason, Ken, everybody else who jumped on the open panel, D-Rod, Sunil, Jonathan, Jared. Thank you all for jumping on, and shout out to Uncle Tats and Nathan. My brother gave me a call. He was like, "Hey, can you pick up my son or my nephew and drop him off to school? He missed the bus." I'm like, "Damn it, I got to figure this out." So Uncle Tats came in, jumped on in an emergency. Him and Nathan ran it together. So I mean, that's just what we do, man. We get each other's backs. And I had to run out for like 10, 15 minutes, get that going. But I do appreciate everybody still tuning in. Here we are, almost 3 hours. So thank you all for tuning in. You guys and gals all rock. And thank you to Rodney and Ken for gifting memberships. So if you got a membership, make sure you guys thank these gentlemen. That's generosity, basically. That is much generous from both of those gentlemen. So thank you guys for gifting memberships. Again, thank you.
Just keep doing what you do. It's quality content. It's appreciated. So we like to grow these channels between Strike Zone, Pinstripe Chronicles, 161 River Ave.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few other associated. It's all family based, and it's a great community to be part of.
That's why we love all this. It's you guys and gals make the channels better.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say it I've been saying it every morning now. Every time I do a stream, if it wasn't for all of you, I would not be doing these streams.
Same.
And I enjoy doing these streams. I love interacting. I love doing these, these pre-games or doing the play-by-plays when I can. Just all of it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I go live every day for the most part. So it's a lot of fun. But yeah, so let's continue, supporting the local, all your content creators, continue supporting all of them. I mean, they do work extremely hard. It's not easy to do. Trust me. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But thank you all for your continued support. So let's keep this going. Let's get this channel to 900 subscribers, folks. We're slowly but surely getting there. Subscribe to my guy Jason from 161 if you haven't yet. Ken, as always, thank you for always showing support to all the content creators. You're everywhere, man. So like I see you on every channels. So Ken
Well,
never
that's what
misses.
we old guys get to do.
Yeah, the retired life, man, is doing you well. But folks, thank you all for coming on. Join me this afternoon. I actually shout out to Nathan. He set up an interview for me with Major League Baseball agent Andy Moda. So get
Nice.
to find out some stuff about free agency, I hope. So I want to ask him some questions.
Do me a favor and ask him the question if he knows how to sing the song "Show Me the Money" from Jerry Maguire.
Cuba Gooding.
I might ask him that, or you can ask him. I don't know. You can if you're in the chat. But folks, I hope to see all of you later on today. That interview is going down at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope to see all of you there. So no game today, right? Yankees are off. They're playing tomorrow, right, against the Tigers. So tune in for the pregame. I'm going live for that. So thank you all for coming on, and I'll see you all later this afternoon.
Have a great day, everybody.
Yeah, see you all later.